Hello. Hello. Hello, Pasta. How are you? How are you? It's all good. I am very, very sleepy. We have daylight savings time. So the hour's been pushed back up. So that sort of sucks. It sucks a little bit, you know. But that's okay. That's okay. I lost an hour of sleep, but that's fine. And I'm hitting those like sleepy times. I don't even know if I have a workout class on tomorrow morning. Wonder if I'm gonna make it. Probably not, but I'm gonna do my best. But yeah. We're playing Zero Parades again, which is, I keep wanting to say Padres, but it's not Padres. But here we are. We're all good. I am super excited to continue playing. The thingy, it doesn't work, but here you go. So I'm hopefully thinking, hey, I have a manual. I see it on the thingy. I see it. We have it. We still got it. I'm paying attention. I got attention to you. I always pay attention, even though it like, I think now it like goes away. I don't know why. VTuber Studios said there was no timer, but there's not timers. But yes, now I'm very excited. And I think next game, because I don't know how long this demo is. I really don't know. We played for 3 hours, apparently. Or it felt like 3 hours. At least that's what it says on my Steam. And I don't know how long they actually are making this demo. But if not, I'm planning on playing a what's it called? I believe it's called The Cat Lady. It's a very old game, a very older game. And I believe it's hella depressing. I choose like the saddest games to play. I heard it's also creepy, but I don't fully remember. It's like it was a very long game from a long ago. That's fine. That's a-okay. I believe. But yeah. Hold on. Let me switch scenes. I'm reaching. Hopefully it's on the right page. Fuck. Never mind. It works. Heck yeah, it works. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I couldn't hear the Maple Story music from my other scene, and now I'm like a little bit scared that it didn't work. And I'm gonna have to do reading because not all the voice lines have been added yet. But that's okay. That's fine. Continue. I need to drink water. I need to drink more water. I've been really bad about drinking water. Well, Herschel? Oh. There's my... Oh yeah, I forgot. I stripped down naked. But I look great. I still look great. Inventory. Smokes. Let's put on my stuff. A jacket. I have 2 necklaces. Feet. Some pants. And a shirt. I'm glad that I can wear different clothes. Herschel looks very cool. Professionalism. And I have that, and so now I'm back. Heck yeah. I have multiple styles. Oh, it changes styles. I like that. Cat pooping on a hot dog. Uh-oh. Phones, white checks. I don't have any white checks. Oh, no? No? What do you mean? Oh, no? Checks unlocked. Poetics. Oh, I did? Plushie stall. Oh, no. Don't worry. We'll be fine. We're all fine here. There's 66 plastic cups with wolves. plastic. Oof. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Can I do this now?
A vertical safari of stuffed
No,
animals.
I can't.
All loose stick. None watch you depart.
No, I can't. Dang it. I can't do it. That's so sad. Oh, I could speak to the kids more about this. Have you tried watching something else? Well, we could try, maybe. Do you know any good shows? You should watch The Bagman. I'm spreading propaganda. Why am I doing that? No. Let's talk about the collective cups.
The girl nods.
Never mind. I have a question for you two. You can ask us whatever you want. No, remember what Mom said? The girl scans the bazaar. Okay, you can ask some stuff because there are people around, and I can scream real loud. Well, that's
It's been
good.
years since
That's
you interacted
good.
with children, so a reminder. Be nice.
I'm glad.
Be normal.
I'm perfectly normal.
The girl's instincts are commendable. The boy's a disaster in waiting.
Ooh, solid situational awareness, girl. I don't know what that means. It's better not to be bad. I don't trust you. Why? What are your questions? Where are your parents? Mom's at home. We live on a boat. What about your dad? We don't know him. Mom didn't have fun with him. But that's when I was really little, so I don't remember. Don't worry, I also lost my dad. He's gone. He went out to get milk and never came back. At least you have your mom, though. Yeah, mom is all we need. She's awesome. Why aren't you at school? Why aren't you at work? I am at work.
A request
Child.
flung without thinking. She's been asked the question more than once.
I am at work. I'm a socks importer. I'm working out, asking questions. That's true. That's not a job, and there's no school today or tomorrow or any day. You should be in school, child. Yeah, no school for 2 more weeks. How come? That's that's how it is now. We have 2 weeks of school, then 2 weeks of nothing. That's sort of bad. Antonio's mom says it's because of foreign politics. Oh, I see. He's my friend. He lives on another boat.
Portofiero's rampant privatization has hit its public infrastructures too.
Ooh, damn, that sucks. Having privatized schools? Well, I mean, we do have private schools, but global privatized schools? Ooh, what's like on other schools? Antonio's school doesn't open anymore. He's so lucky. No, it's not. He's not educated. You need to be in school. You can't be just watching some kids show. I wish ours were like that. No, you don't. Don't say that. Mom says there might be one in the sunset, but he doesn't seem sure.
A bourgeois
You mean everyone needs to go to
district
school?
in the northern
No.
parts of Portofiero.
Hmm?
You picture a woman going over her expenses, over and over,
That's...
hoping to make the numbers fit.
Oh, okay. How long has it been like this? Since 2 years, I remember because I helped Arlo with the alphabet. You just learned the alphabet 2 years ago? Child. Shut up, I already knew the letters already. But it was only 1 day a week at school at first. Oh my god, that's awful. And then our teacher said she had to help other schools, so now it's like that. So in the meantime, you just wait? No, we do loads of stuff, like watch TV. You know you can do homework. She could give you homework for the next 2 weeks. Why did she do that? Sometimes I go to the other canals with Antonio and the others. We have homework. I make sure he does his, but it's not the same. I'm sorry this is happening to you. You deserve better. Your school just needs a way to make money. The fix is obvious. Here's student membership. We're casting system our schools. Start gathering friends and rocks. You need to take it back yourselves. I mean, that is something. Sound like a poor field lacks a strong hand to hammer you kids into something useful. That's sort of, You deserve better, though. That's really nice. Maybe it'll be okay. It will be okay. I don't want to think about dumb school anymore. Can we talk about anything else? Have you seen someone around here, a man in a suit with glasses? The music man wears glasses, and he sometimes double glasses. It looks dumb. She doesn't mean him. He's been here since forever, and he doesn't wear suits.
Yeah, they have no idea.
They're dumb. Kids are dumb. Has anything odd happened around here lately? Odd? Like how odd?
Brains lie.
Brains
Guts
lie.
don't.
Sure. Anything that feels odd to you, like you're not sure why. It just does. We know Milan's dad is missing. She's been really worried. Yeah, we know about
From
that.
the herd.
Yes.
Perhaps they can confirm the woman's story.
Missing? That is odd. What do you know about the man? He disappeared because the phone ate him. Is that what she told you? Or is this a working theory? She didn't say the phone ate him, but why else would her dad disappear? Did Milan show you his picture too? We know her. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, what's that? We know that her dad looks like because he's been here before, but she's been showing everyone else just in case.
The vendor's concern is genuine then.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't we believe she's genuine? Are we gonna find her dad? Regrettably, I'm just a sock importer. Definitely. It's a low-tier disappearance. I only deal with high-stakes stuff. I'm gonna find the people eating phone. Fires are optional. Definitely. Oh, good. Can we talk about less sad stuff now? Like something else. I want to make a deal for the sword.
The kids study you, attentive.
I actually don't have anything to offer. Oh, okay. Damn it.
The children ignore.
Damn it. Well, that's good talk to them. Hey, guy.
My format-sensitive friend.
Hell
How
yeah.
goes it?
A colleague of mine got in some trouble here. I think he came through here.
The vendor's eyes narrow behind his orange lenses.
Don't be so mean.
This is a media store, not the missing persons division. Bother
Okay.
one of the GMs with questions like that.
I need some help. The Guardia Municipal Street Cops. I can't believe I struggle. He pruned the conversation forcefully, artificially. There's more. You seem like a man who remembers his customers. He would have been new in town from Superblock. Average height, bald spot, brown jacket. Honestly, someone might no, just tell, You seem like a man who remembers his customers.
I try.
Yes!
So most of humanity fades into an indistinguishable morass of banality.
Oh. That's...
This colleague, what does he look like?
He would have been new in town from the Superblock.
The sock boy.
His voice
Dialectical-looking glasses.
tickles my ear.
Air of advanced virginity.
Oh! We're calling Pseudopod a virgin now. Okay.
Back in photo 24, your would-be double gurgles his ascent.
Yeah. He could just be doing his job as the best he could. No need to be cruel. That's him, sock specialist. I can't speak of his general aura. I've never seen him conscious. Don't tell him that. Big on socks, less fun in trousers. Don't say that either. Be kind to him. No need to be cruel.
Yes, he came by here.
Mm-hmm.
Little communist lost.
Mm-hmm.
Adrift among the many wonders of the free market.
I feel like everyone here doesn't like communism, which is a little bit disappointing. The closing vendor said as much. First time outside the Superblock. First and last. You seem like a people person. What's your appraisals?
Heir of a child hastily abandoned at a fire station, waiting on a mother who won't be coming back.
Is it me? One of the Operance Bureau's most fundamental precepts, to declaim all knowledge of those marked lost in theater. Did he seem with it cerebrally? That's a very good question. So you wouldn't have called him lead material. Good. What do you want?
He was dreaming big,
Oh.
I'll give him that. Also dreaming moronic.
What do you mean by moronic?
Your dialectical friend mistook himself for some sort of big money businessman.
What does that mean?
He wanted the bazaar to import Superblock hosiery. Socks to start with, but there was talk of cotton tights, even stockings if the venture took off.
What was he doing? Why is he so obsessed about the socks? Making inroads with his persona, competent in theater. At least for a period of play. Oh. He's making connections. He would have made a fine double. Did he buy anything from you?
No. And to be honest, I wouldn't have wasted the stock. He seemed immune to music.
Yeah, bruh. He definitely did seem immune to music. Do you do talk formats?
You're joking, of course. He didn't even know what a Velodisk was,
I
let
don't
alone
either.
an Einzelton.
I don't either.
At a certain point, I'm just debasing myself.
You're not. Velodis, a modern laser hybrid format, played using a heated stylus unit. Astounding sonic fidelity. Caught 1,000 of home fires. No joy in his sock scheme of his, I take it?
Of course not. I don't sell socks.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. A consecrated ground of tiny crooked monuments.
So is he all right, your man? Or what?
I'm doing my best to get him some help.
Yes, yes. We are all so well-intended.
I am well intended. He's my partner. The vendor gauges you behind his color lenses, tongue skimming his teeth. All across the city of Petra, there is a silence. People peer out fearfully from the slivers beneath the curtain.
I'll be blunt. Are you with the Weeping Eye?
What the fuck is the Weeping Eye? Detective Fascist Secret Police of La Luz. Dark subconscious of the state, specializing in old school ugly methods. Your natural enemies, the ones who took you all apart 5 years ago, Hackles raised. Why would you think I'm with the Weeping Eye? I asked
Because
questions.
they've been especially active here.
I asked you a lot of questions.
Usually they just let things slide. All the Lucian merchandise. Good for everyone. But these days, they're staring right at us. Unblinking.
You know that guy up, on the sit thingy, on the tower? I think he may be. Apologies if my presence here brings you further heat. You sound paranoid, Petra. Don't worry, I have tendencies too. I gouge eyes, especially weeping ones. I like that one. I hate fascists too. The eyes may see you, but they cannot know you. That's also a good one. I want to be badass.
If you ever expand to ears, let me know.
Oh. Interesting.
My point is, your colleague was asking questions. Now, something's obviously happened, and here you are, also asking questions. Given the current climate, no one wants to answer these questions, least of all, me.
That's okay. Then point me to someone who does. What if my questions were exclusively about formats?
Then I would attempt to educate, obviously. I'm not some kind of street hustler, friend. My merchandise is mega premium, the best this side of the big blockers.
He's now speaking proudly of his stock he early disparaged.
I'll tell you what I told your sock friend. Speak to the boatman down by the Vest docks.
Thank you.
He's the one who knows the underground goings on around here. We're just the vendors.
Which boatman?
The cool one.
The cool one. His Baroque hierarchy of shame, being cool falls under being a replayer, whatever that is.
Excessive sunglasses. Relaxed aura, likely on a boat. No way of confusing him.
If everyone's a boat person, that's not really identifiable, but okay, this has been helpful.
Wonderful. Now for all our sakes, please say no more.
Got you.
If you want to talk media formats,
Oh
I'm your
gosh.
man.
What do you mean?
This other
What do you
stuff.
mean? The big You mentioned signal blockers.
Well,
What
there
are
was a
signal
certain
blockers?
period in the early years of Portofino independence when everybody on this cursed island was holding their
It's so
breath
small.
waiting for
I should get a bigger one.
landlords to invade.
Make it
But
bigger.
nothing happened.
Hold on. Can I make this bigger? Why are you putting all the stuff on me? Also, it's a little bit high up. I should probably make it bigger and put it lower. Should probably make it super super low. Maybe it's super super low. Now I'm egghead for the rest of the day. Well, there's a certain period. Sure.
Instead, A few years later, the
I'm now
radio signals began
bald.
coming
Are
in.
you happy
Pop
now?
music,
Are you
radio
happy now?
operas, later television shows.
I love television. The most important history is the one that never makes it into the books. That's very true, but but defines how those books are written or aren't. That's very information warfare. That is very true. Most art history is told by the winners. Disappointing. If you're going to invade, do it properly. No. You could accidentally pick up your neighbor's radio signal. So what? Information warfare.
And here we are, on the front line, spreading our ears and legs wide open.
Ah, me too.
I can't be sure, but I have reason to believe the media they let reach us isn't even the same one they broadcast to their own people. It's made for us.
Interesting. I mean, that's how large-scale propaganda works, and it seems that we want this weird privatization. Tailor-made to produce a race of slaves. That
When the
can
city
happen.
caught on,
Can
they
happen.
put up the signal blockers, but it was too late.
Children are already hooked.
Hopelessly. Like heroin addicts, but with no chance of rehabilitation.
I wonder if that has been done before. What's a replayer?
Picture a dog that shits, then eats it,
Ooh,
then shits again. That should give you some idea.
interesting.
People are what they consume. I'll say no more.
I would agree to some extent. There are, you could consume a media and analyze it and criticize it. You may even enjoy it. I don't believe that you are what you consume always. What you majority consumes, possibly. It's less an opinion, more of a criminal sentence. Do you insult all your customers? Petra, I completely agree. I think that makes you a shit merchant. Stop. Do you hate everyone who likes to enjoy something more than once? Honestly, what's so bad about playing something more than once? I mean, I don't want to agree with him. I don't fully want to agree with him. What is so bad about playing something more than once?
What's so bad?
I
thought you understood this. I thought we were of each other's
We
kind.
are. I'm just asking. Tards. Inevitably, you feel with the replayer brush.
That people pay for it. That I have to make a living pushing replayable narcotics to so-called customers. Read addicts.
That would feel very weird. You are pushing a product, in a way.
I haven't met a customer in a very long time who even knows what an Einzelton XR is, let alone appreciates the format. Tells you all you need to know about the current state of the home media world.
Interesting. Which raises an intimidating question. God. What is Isoltone?
Einzelton XR. To give
XR.
it its proper title. The one true format.
Oh God.
The apex of auditory technology. A high fidelity.
I have met people
dynamic
similar to
sonic
this.
Experience that self-effaces
I know if they were
after a
insufferable,
single
but I can
play.
find how people would find them annoying. Behold the paladin who stands before obscurity and declares well technically. What does the XR sound for?
X remnants.
Oh, so it just
Zero
delete.
remnants.
So it just deletes it. Pretty esoteric term we got here. Just roll with it. Cool.
Extremely.
Extremely.
The Einzelton magnets are so potent that the erasure is absolute. The X is meant to represent the negative, the complete absence of sound or vision.
Oh, was
This
this?
was a very conceptual time for storage media.
Oh,
you
does that mean my thing is of the? Hold on. Isotone XR?
It was a very beautiful time.
You can only play these things once?
Correct. It erases acid plays.
That's
The
fascinating.
inherent idea being, of course, that you never play an Einzelton and have a more profound experience because of it.
What? And why buy
Some
it.
say that was the intention behind the red color scheme.
Oh my god,
A
it
warning.
is!
So you
The
would
thing.
never misplay it. I think it was an aesthetic choice, personally.
I think it was both. Did you say red? Yes.
With Einzelton XR, the first time is the only time.
Ah, fuck! That's the brand slogan. How does it erase itself?
A magnet embedded in the disc erases its contents as it's being listened to.
Interesting. Technological music flex, reproduction and eraser just millimeters away in space, milliseconds away in time.
As in life, everything happens only once. Replayability is oblivion. The end.
I mean, that would, I think it would be really cool. In theory, if my CD erased itself, I would cherish it a lot more. But I don't know. I appreciate it, once I replay it back and figure out if I really like this song. What happens to an Isotone disc once its contents are erased?
It loses its resale value. And the uninspired replayer who listened to it loses a piece of their soul.
What? How big of a piece? Enough to efface their personality?
Oh, yes. Completely.
Ah,
Though they'd have to have been pretty soulless to play it in the first place.
I see. Interesting. Fanatical bias, not to be taken literally. What is the point if you can only listen to it once? To appreciate it more. Honestly, I would also be scared to play it. The curiosity would kill me. I don't think maybe I feel like I would buy it. I feel like I'm just a consumerist though. That's unfortunate how I'm digging the consumer
You
aspects
can
of it.
imagine the use cases yourself. Rental markets, promotional copies, that sort of thing. The technical origins are trite.
Interesting. Espion's potential immense. The burn after reading function built into the medium itself. That is actually really, really cool. But they has to. I mean, the magnet is a good source, but I feel like there could be a way to extract that. It was sparing operants the stomach pains associated with having to devour documents to dispose them with. There's a thing called fire. Just burn it.
Its deeper purpose is simply to exist, to remain in a rarefied realm of pure potentiality and infinite beauty.
The fact that I played it makes me so mad because it means I'm not fully sure if I have to use it.
Don't forget, we too are single play only, erasing ourselves moment by moment.
Interesting.
What do I look like to you? A common replayer?
You could only listen to it once, my guy. When you pronounce that word, reminds me of the old religious women spitting out curses before sanctifying themselves. Isn't the point of this so you can't replay them? So you would just be a common player? Let's poke holes into it.
Oh, so you're a semiotician now.
You don't gotta say it like that. You don't have to say it like that. Yeah, semantics.
I own several.
Okay.
The word ownership applies to such a delicate relationship, but I would sooner molest myself than an
Oh.
Einzeltone XR disc.
Okay. Is this an Isotone disc?
Where did you get this?
You want it now. What does it matter?
Einzeltone hasn't been available to consumers for a decade. A disc in good condition is worth thousands of sol to people who appreciate its wonders.
Like you?
Specialists, collectors of the rare and the defunct. People like him, in other words.
So you mean I'm rich? No.
Provided it's well cared for and unplayed.
He knows the truth. He's just waiting you to confirm it. Look, I didn't play it, but clearly someone did.
Filthy animals. Those.
Honestly, it did not have anything on it.
Better they recalled them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this to save them from this humiliation from being passed around like... like.
Ooh. His rising anger gone in an instant, like a fuse being tripped.
A light switch flips off in his eyes.
That's not what
he
he says.
handles it as reverently as if it were a tiny plastic coffin.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Talking to Eisentone, not you. Any idea what the title means? Ultraviolet. You but from a dream.
UV can only be ultraviolet. Degenerate Lucian Electrodrosser. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems. But she's the top of today's pile.
As for the title, probably the works of the Brain Dead marketing committee. What about the song title? Are you familiar? No.
Do I look like I'm 14 years old and brain dead?
Yeah, but you're the owner of the store!
The fact that it's committed to Einzeltone suggests it's some kind of promo copy. Some new advancement of degeneracy from across the Nos Correntes.
That's not what... Okay, sure.
This ultraviolet has gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped by
Oh.
counter-fascist radicals,
Oh?
whatever that means.
Oh,
Lucian marketing plot, if you ask me.
okay. Could you work on the militia Rubian Rouge, an extreme communist fringe group? They ran some public figures before. Why would it be good marketing?
Mystery, fragility, trying to add something of the legendary to her status. Things like her make me almost miss the days the Lucians were marching on the colonies.
Interesting. She glances over the red disc and runs a thumb over its surface.
None of this is the Einzeltone's fault, of course. They can't control what gets seared upon them.
It's in a better place.
No, I'm afraid it's not. No more potential, only anti-potential.
Interesting.
Replayability is oblivion.
There's gotta be
The end.
there's gotta be some way to recover what's on it.
You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy.
No, what?
It's done.
Well,
No, Mas. The beauty and the tragedy of the format.
that okay.
I hope you dispose of it with dignity. I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate.
Well, I could definitely try. I did not insult Petre, and I am not a replayer. What is he talking about? Whatever. Ooh, goddamn. Your blind blanks at the glare. These things are single play only. Anything else is sacrilege, Petre.
Yes,
Isotones are great, aren't they?
yes. Very great.
Have you seen Milan Spot around here at all?
Missing? Is he?
Yes.
I'm not surprised. That fool and his friend would wander into the jaws of a lion if they were told to.
What are you talking about?
That TV show. Idiot with a bag on his head.
Yes.
Your regular stop for hysterical lies, paranoia. Every night at 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
The old fool was always regurgitating whatever he had heard on there the next day. It's no wonder it eventually led him into trouble.
I mean, it's not real big trouble.
Underlying
Maybe.
the criticism is a lament that his own paranoia has no willing audience.
So can I buy some music?
Shelves are over there. Shelves are over there.
Uh-oh.
Complete with crass, replayable formats. Like I said, gorge yourself.
Catch you later, Petre.
Maybe not. The bazaar is closing up soon. Another day, another cultural molestation.
Damn. That was rough, my dear.
A low, tilting shelf marked in heavy block letters. Despised subgenres.
Damn!
Various sections are separated by narrow plastic dividers, each one labelled with the same neat script.
Look at the closest row.
A baffling assortment. Hairdresser music, children's choirs, self-love anthems, opinionated female vocalists, and too many keyboards.
Too many keyboards. Labeling and sorting is meticulous and is uniformly disdainful. Shit, man. Look at the middle section. Falsetto-centric, made for pederast. I can't pronounce that. Let's say pretentious time signatures, yolulations. I'm very bad. You're not flipping through records. You're going deeper into Petre's museum of loading. That's okay. We can learn it together. Look at the disc in the back.
A single label fills up the entire back row. L-pop.
Oh my god. Latin pop.
The Los's state-sanctioned
okay,
popular
JK.
music format. Algorithmically optimized, ideologically vetted, and chemically catchy.
Okay. All right. You feel the media vendor's eyes you as you flip through the offerings. It's all shit.
There are vomit bags behind the bin should the urge arise.
Thank you.
What galls me is that it doesn't matter how I label any of it. These animals thank me for being thorough, then buy two.
Huh. The shelf stands meticulously organized. Hone it on a disc. Heck yeah, why not? Oh, no. Oh, It's all shit. Stop. Derivative, inane shit, made for nobody. What are you even doing here?
Do you understand now?
There's nothing redeeming. I need to scour my hands with industrial cleaners. How can you stand to sell this stuff to people?
I patiently await the day when an Einzelton aficionado will come and rescue me from this hell.
Well,
In the meantime,
in the meantime,
if I didn't sell them this brain poison, they'd just get it somewhere else.
okay, move on.
You turn your attention
Okay,
away from the
that's okay.
shelf.
I'm glad that I'm feeding into his meaner delusions. As for boxing lessons and protein powder clustered together for safety. Well, I love me my protein. Old docs. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hippo? As tight as more of the sunken statue face reveals itself. Oh, what's that?
Canned beverages are lined up like brightly coloured soldiers,
I can't
neatly
afford
regimented
this.
behind coiled springs.
Can't spend
The
it.
refreshments remain dormant in their artificially chilled chamber.
We should go. Time moves so fast. It's not like disco where it felt like I could wait for like so much time. This is like so much time has passed so fast.
The gate is bound to the pole by a thin steel chain, rust speckled. A system compromised at the subatomic level.
Damn. Can I not go? Damn it. Oh, floaty. Emergencies are rare but not unheard of. Let's see some clothes. Nothing to do here.
You leave the rack alone.
Got you. Oh. Gentle rain muffles the world around you. Silver threads on the gray canvas. You lean against the cold metal. The city slackens around you. Watch the rain fall. Uh-oh. Out past the bricks and pylons, the horizon floats. Neither lands nor sea, but as much promise. I really do like the system of delirium, but it makes me like very, very worried. Constantly. Okay, I think I have to go this side. Good job. Good job, me. Oh, what's in here?
An assortment of cargo crates sits in waiting, adorned with faint chalk
it's midnight.
marks and bright yellow labels.
Inspect the labels.
Machine printed, crisp and official. They all bear the same logo, tiny gold dots in a precise angular pattern. A shipment with last week's date from the Luz, the Illuminated Empire.
The Illuminate an auto-technocratic regime that has emerged from its slumber in recent decades. These crates aren't smuggled at all. They're government sanctioned from the Lusian Cultural Ministry. Look at the chalk markings.
A maze of hastily drawn letters and numbers stands in contrast to the printed labels above. The symbols range from A to D, 0 to 9.
Can't make head or tails of this. It's not meant for you to be able to. It's not for you. Peek inside.
One of them has been slit open.
Oh.
2 packs missing.
Oh, it's cigarettes. The site reminds me of the set of stairs ascending into the dark of the basement. Who could have taken them?
These crates here aren't exactly state secrets. Anyone with a keen eye and nimble
No.
fingers could do it.
No. I'm done here. Fascinating. Whoa.
The Guardia Municipal officer is intensely scratching at his neck. As you approach, he wipes his hand on his pant leg.
Hold on, miss. He hugs at his collar as if trying to hide the cracked red skin. Hope there's a reason you stop officer while he's on duty. I'm in the sock trade. Thought maybe you could use some? Socks are the only one thing I don't need. Too many elderly relatives for that. He seems nice. Officer Marurito? The Gente Coordinator? Coordinador. From the Guardia Municipal. He sniffs sharply. Do you need help with anything? Anything threatening the peace lately? We've seen instances of theft around the docks recently. All crates were ripped open in strange ways. What's being stolen? Anything and everything. Seems like the work of kids, if you ask me. But we are trying to scare people too. Must be trying to scare people too, as weird noises have been heard at night, screaming and howling. Why? What's that?
Animal rival.
Wolves. Apart from that, it's quiet, just how I like it. Quiet's not the worst thing. Gives you time to reflect on your mistakes. The quieter, the better, I say. Really, the hardest part of keeping people away from the boars, that's the big one. I haven't seen any boars. You're lucky then. We've been dealing with an infestation for weeks. Backways are full of them. Everything all right there? Yeah. How bad does it look? His hand claws hovering a large pack of inflamed skin. You should go to a doctor.
Scaly reliefs and cracked plates, like some diseased armor.
It's pretty bad. Shit, I knew it. He scratches fervently. I hope it's not the topic boar repellent I've been using. Instructions said to apply generously. Maybe too generously.
Common boar deterrents. Loud noises and strong smells, such as predator urine, placed in strategic locations.
Does the label mention bear urine? Because if not, you got duped. Are you serious? And right in the middle of a boar infestation, too. Tell me about this boar infestation. It used to be a seasonal problem. Every autumn, some adults would come down, adults and hungry, but lately it's more of a permanent residency. Wait, come down from where? The mountains? The hills up north. As far as I heard, Valadis Suspiro. It got horns, ferns, and old trees. A nightmare to patrol. Are these boars dangerous? They probably are. At best, they're a nuisance. They are very, very rough. Boars are scary. The little ones are fine, but the adults could take a kneecap off if you're not careful. And then there's a really big one, the mother.
The way he intones the word mother suggests a primitive monotheist before an image of a graven god.
It's a big one. How big are the big ones? Oh, 150 kilos? 150? Enough to stop a tuk-tuk going full street, but even they got nothing on the mother. What's the problem with the little ones? They're everywhere. They don't seem so bad if they're left alone, but they're never alone. Get 5 or 6 of them and they can take down a grown man. Proceed to speak to me of this mother. Massive, furs all matted. Damn. Sorry, excuse me. Massive fur, all matted, covered in scars. Territorial too. Preys on drunks stumbling back from the party alley. Sounds like she does your job for you. What can you do about the boars like that? Tusks, claws, knives, bullets, take your pick. Every few years, some brave moron tries to take her down, but she stands undefeated. Where were you would a brave and skilled Moran find this beast? Yeah. You got a weird glint in your eyes. Let's not do anything stupid, all right? So what if I encounter a boar? You back away slowly, and if you get a whiff of it charging, find something to climb if you can, then come find me. Do you know there's a creep up on a tram pylon? Not this again. Did Aunt Carmuna put you up to this? Yes. She asked for my help, yes. No, this is my personal counter creep initiative. Are you implying that she implanted me with mind control apparatus, forcing me to do her bidding? She asked for my help, yes. Of course she did. That's the way of Carmuna. Look, my aunt's a nice woman, but she always does this. It's fine. If she wants to, it's fine if you want to help her, but don't let her drag you into her little neurosis. You're a GM, aren't you supposed to help? My hands are tied, legally. Pylons are out of my jurisdiction. It doesn't sound right. Aerotram companies have their own branch of the Guadalajara. Anything higher than 6 meters up in the city is their purview. Then why hasn't that branch stepped in yet? Good question. Really good questions. We have a form for such inquiries. You'll find it at the central station in the Sunset. What do you think's going on with your aunt? She's been a warrior for as long as I've known her. Always some catastrophe or utter looming. But it's not just like that. Carmuna and most of the other older folks, they just can't accept that things overall are all right. Some people struggle with that. What things exactly? Look around. What do you make of the bazaar? Seems alright. A shining example of grassroots money-making entrepreneurial spirit. That's not communist of me. Free market unnerves me. All the Lucians make it feel like the future is already here. I approve. I haven't been here long enough to say. Yeah. Hard for me to get that. I grew up on these cobblestones, probably tripped on half of them. Auntie Carmuna is a silk worker, you know, the bootleg, all this Lusian stuff. It's not what she knew. It's wrong, apparently. I think she obsesses over every little thing to show people how wrong it is. Let her be a little crazy is all she got left. I agree. Something like that. In her view, if we can all agree it's shit enough, we could tear it down, bring back artisans and factories and Shinapa stands. You can't blame her for missing those days. It probably was better for her. No, I don't blame her. I just wish she'd be a little bit more realistic. Yeah. You have a point. You know that Milen's father is missing. Kid still showing that photograph to anyone walking by, is she? He's missing, yeah.
A tinge of affection.
She tells you about the whole payphone thing too, the one her dad was obsessed with. She did. Think there's any truth to it? But I'm all in on this mysterious payphone thing. Try being all out. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Boruto really feels for this kid. You know. Fucking Eno filled her head with this shit. How well do you know Milen? Not well, but I've known her a long time. Eno used to bring her here as a toddler. Her dad actually disappeared then? Yeah, Eno's gone. Him and the other fucked up buddy, Gilmar.
But not dead, he reckons, by the way his face curdles.
Malone mentioned Gilmar too. Who is he? Those twos fancy themselves detectives. It's what's happened when you have more time than sense on your hands. Figure these two just ran off, leaving the kid to deal with their mess. Think they ran off together? Not at the same time. It'd be too obvious. And then reported Gilmar missing about a week before he disappeared.
That's a lot of skepticism around reported and disappeared.
I agree. Way I see it, they started planting the phone story weeks ahead of time as a cover, planned the whole scheme too. Got two theories. Debs is the obvious one, of course. Were Gilmar or Eno in financial trouble? Makes sense. 80% of all the disappearances are debt related. That's rough. The other 20 mostly divorce, especially when a boat's involved.
He's not so much connecting dots as he's sketching them into existence.
So you don't know if either of them were in debt. It's statistics. I can't argue with those. That, you may be true. That is true. These may be true. Your statistics are true. Those are, but And I guess it's fair to make those assumptions, but we don't use statistics. Okay, this is very, very, how do I word this? You can use statistics, but if you're using statistics to individually pinpoint like problems, you are missing the whole point. Like, you should still help them with a critical eye, and then you add it to the statistic if it's like, disappearance of debt or divorce. You should still take part and help people. Now, if it's not like debt, then we're clearly looking at something more salacious. Two men, yeah. Old friends, close friends, detecting together. Forbidden old man love was not on my list of theories. Whoa there, no need to get explicit. I don't need the image in my head. I assume you looked into suspicious payphone, I assume? Can't. Payphone belongs to Renotel?
The largest corporate entity in Portofino. A monopoly over the city's telecommunications.
Ah, monopolies.
Their logo is a cheerful dolphin.
And I ran away from this. Wonderful. So what? It's private business. It's privatized? Payphones are privatized? Is it? Have they? I don't know. It's a private business. The Guardia Municipal doesn't have jurisdiction to look into that. How very convenient for you. Hey, I would look into it in a heartbeat if I could, but Marito is not one to run afoul in the law. The law is not perfect, but it's there.
Hard to argue with a non-existent point.
Let's talk about something else. I'm going to get going.
As you step away, the GM returns to scratching his inflamed skin.
You need to get that checked out, dude. That's gross. The temporary cargo storage shed. Dock workers watch the stacked pallets and boxes like hawks. Montgomery can push Maria around forever. This is the one, the payphone that makes people disappear. Time to get kidnapped, baby! A giddy feeling arises with you. The payphone receiver emits a hollow whistle in your ear. Dial the number. Cast yourself into the role, an old man with too much time on his hand who stumbled into something real and sinister, into idle theorizing. You hear yourself mark a number. Guadalajara Municipal, state your location and nature of your emergency. Cousin Reunion Moon. Oh, not this again. You know, it was funny at the beginning, but when it was just the old man, but now he's really wearing thin now. Wait, old man, he was kidnapped. Yeah, I heard it before. Stop wasting your time, lady. I must be missing something. Maybe this whole thing was a wild goose chase. You could just be picking at straws. It's not. Or you got terrible luck and you were saved from a terrible error in judgment. Perhaps your informant knows more than she told you so far. Her missing father seems to have plenty of theories. The receiver clatters loudly as you set it back on the hook. Damn it. I'm upset. The filthy flyer glued to the wall, a respectable man stares into the middle distance, while in their midst, a lone figure looks toward the viewer, a man with a brown paper bag on his head. Above it, in bold letters, the reality situation. His gaze pierced from the tube eye hole cut in the bag. Closer. Yellow text in black and white. Tune in. Everyday coverage. And again, they did it again. Of course, the Bagman Show. The sub-commandant salutes you. How can I watch the show? Bright yellow's highlight. Every day from 13 to 22, channel 117. I got a pretty good grasp on reality already. His stare seems to say, so you think. He promised myriad truths. Great, terrible, the undoings of all you know. I wonder if anyone actually watches this stuff. In the Superbox, state television viewership number are released in annual reports. There's no such transparency in Portofino. This is definitely not the sort of TV we have in Nervesa. The People's Bureaus of Entertainment would never allow something like this anarchic to make it to the air. I don't know if it's anarchy, but you know where this poster would be absolutely bitchin'? Where? That big blank wall next to your bed in photo 24. No. Absolutely not. Background checks conducted at the time in the recruitment confirms that Cascade attended St. Louis Luwinda boarding school from age 11 to 17. Subject reports that return visits from home and the residence of her mother, E. Wilk, were infrequent and, quote, impersonal. Mom never let me put anything on the wall. And the opera moved you between so many different apartments in the last 5 years you never had a chance to unpack, let alone decorate. Constance is a comrade of the arts. She'd understand, and they encourage this. I don't know if this is very me. No way, I don't want him staring at me while I sleep. Creepy. Me too. Bagman stares seems to harden his watch as you walk away from his flyer. That's good. You don't want that shit in your room.
The storefront is closed firm with a metal shutter. Plant life
Nice.
sprouts from cracks in the brickwork, growing over the aluminium. It must not have
Aluminium.
been open for some time.
Aluminium? Aluminium? Aluminum. Aluminium. Ugh. Let's see if it's locked.
You lift the shutter gently. It resists. Locked.
Read the graffiti.
How was it? M plus Y. Ha. Unstoppable trade forever. Marito is a dog rapist.
Fair. Leave.
You turn away from the storefront.
Nice. Yeah. Zippy the tarantula needs a new home. No, not child friendly. What's... Oh, I could climb things. A flyer promises steamy Sunians freshly immigrated. That's gross. Ew. Why would they? The old dye factory gate, now entryway to the bazaar. Anyone up here wants to talk to me? Hello? Wait. A cooler person would recognize these bands. God, we're out of touch. I'm not out of touch. Me? No.
The brightly coloured cans seem even more vivid upon your return.
I don't want
The
this.
refreshments remain dormant in their artificially chilled chamber.
That's fine.
The brightly
Oh,
coloured
this is another one.
refreshments
The shutter hangs is half closed below an unfinished AD audio logo. I could talk to more people.
You're not Portaferan.
Damn, you really do just tell me that. As he addresses you with a gaze, his two table mates veer towards you like cataratic headlights. Thingasar, this place is the pits. Yeah, so? You're wrong, old man. I'm cautious born and raised. Yeah, so?
Foreigners always have the best stories.
Ooh.
Much more interesting than the local fauna. And you,
Yes?
you're a long way from Marcia.
Oh, he knows. Talking it instantly, even though your accent has been diluted in the decade plus since you left.
What happened, sugar tits?
Oh.
You get lost? Or are you just looking for company?
Can I just talk? Kill this leecher is geriatric. Princess is a public service, a wellness check for the impotent and friendless. Whatever, I got questions for you guys. Well, let's be mean. Yeah, he called me sugar tits.
Ah, come on. It's just a term of endearment.
Sure.
Do it anyway. I would
Yeah.
pay to see that. Would you pay to see that, Joe?
Aw, he didn't have a voice actor, huh?
Animals. That's how it is with most pilots, though. Here.
More than courtesy, he's establishing hierarchy. You and him, human. His companions, subhumans. If they're animals. Cheer animals. Oh, wait, we drank. Shit. Snap. It washes things down your throat, following by a kind of anesthetic vapor that raises all the way into your sinus. Uh-oh, my delirium.
We're all strangers in this city. Why don't you join us? We've got nothing better to do.
Oh,
At
you-
least until the phone hugger over there fucks off or dies.
Oh? Who's the phone hover? That one? If you're pilots, why are you on the ground?
Ex-pilots.
Ex-pilots.
Does Joe there look like he could get anything up,
Yeah.
let alone a plane?
Yeah, why not? Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Pasta. I wouldn't bet against him. Oh. Oh gosh. Kind of rasping Cuddle escapes from the throat, but the man in question, but he still doesn't say anything. Absent intensity, it's impossible to tell how much he even understands. So he's Zhao, you two are.
Loud Joe.
Loud.
He doesn't talk much.
Oh, but he's loud.
I'm Pigeon. That's Slava over there.
How do you get these call signs?
Slava used to be the name of a fishing port company out of the north. My main cargo for a while. Packages stunk to high hell.
Guess.
Yes.
All signs aren't meant to be flattering. So if he was named after a bird known for its wayfinding.
Bad with directions?
Allegedly.
Oh, you are bad with directions.
Man's got no compass. Him couldn't make it to the pier phone without using radar.
That's
Joke's on you all anyway. I never minded pigeons. Tough little fuckers.
They are tough. I love pigeons. Pigeons are so cute. What kind of pilots were you?
I did clockwork freight.
What's that mean?
Perishable goods, fruits, marrow fish, whatever spoils quick.
Military.
Ooh, he thinks he's like the best. The ranking system among pilots is all but official. Military is the highest, followed by commercial, then cargo, then finally leisure. Jet pilots likewise command more respect than those flying traditional rotor planes. Any pilot is a good pilot. Q. What? Zhao? Cargo, military, disturbing, whispering. Got it. What, Zhao? Shit. Okay.
Loud Joe was what they call a lamprey.
Lamprey.
People smuggler.
Like human trafficking?
Legally, yes, but all his cargo were there voluntarily. Desperate, in fact.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're for
Joe
what for?
ran low altitudes missions in and out of the territories for what, 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why is my mouse not working? I can't pronounce what he says. Territories mean, in this case, the Luz Island states, briefly independent, now re-annexed. They're re-annexed. Damn. Far below the normal region of air traffic, almost skim the dark waters, a shuddering cargo plane crossed the Norescan Sea, lights dim. Refugee flights then?
Call them whatever you want. They wanted out.
That it's still something. It's still something. Good to know.
If you say so.
So where are you guys from?
Officially, we're Lusian.
Also, probably territories that were annexed. That even Pigeon permits himself to chuckle. And unofficially?
We're exiles.
Oh,
The reunion came for us. We came here.
I see. Fugitives. Laughter leaves in his wake something like conversational scar tissue.
The reunion. La Luz's grand annexation campaign. Slow, legal, often bloody. A creeping tide reclaiming every few years one more of their old colonies.
Just like the Soviet Russians. Or like Russia. Coming from itself, doesn't it itself make you exiles, you know?
Well, I still have my tenantry passport. Stamped and all. Could fly back any day.
Oh, that's good.
The tenantries of St. Olwyn, re-annexed in the early 80s.
You sure that's a good idea? Is there anything left for you to go back to? Yeah, is there anything left?
Would you look at that? A Marcian who actually knows something about the world.
Yeah, I mean, you clocked their accents and he clocked yours.
Of course there is, sugar. Bright sun, sandy beaches. A mass grave somewhere with the bones of my parents.
That's rough. Just the poor taste jokes, a stamp passport for a country that no longer exists. So people have roots there. You can go back. You can always go back. Well, if you want. How do you get there? How do you get here? The pilots exchanged a look in silence.
Tell you what, Monsieur.
Ooh.
You grease my gullet. I'll tell you some fucked up stories.
I don't think I want to. I will be completely honest. It means buy me around. I only have 15 souls. I think the reunion is coming for Portofino too. Yeah?
If it is, I won't be around to see it. Liver's on its way out. Cancer will get me before the illusions do.
You won't be surprised. That smirk like he's somehow gotten one over on fate. Cancer's just a conspiracy made up by doctors to sell more cancer medicine. Stop. Maybe you should stop drinking.
And what? Prolong the terminal phase? Brilliant idea.
Those charlatans do love a dramatic prognosis, though.
Sure.
Anyway, you're the foreigner here, Monsieur. So you tell us.
We're all
Illusions.
foreigners here.
Think they'll be here anytime soon?
I think they think Portofino is their territory. If they can take it back, they will. I don't like that personally, but how the hell should I know? That seems ignorant. But sure.
Hear that? Smart and good looking.
Yeah.
Either way, that's for you lot to worry about. I'm out the door.
Thanks for opening up.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips.
What do you make of Porphyro?
It's got a couple things to recommend it, eh?
Is it?
It's a bit shit, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You picture the words in bold on the cover of the world's least enthusiastic travel brochure.
Some things to recommend it.
Oh, you know. Got some real friendly locals. Skilled, too.
Okay, weirdo. Okay.
You'd be happy to live on a trash heap as long as you got to keep your phone sex, wouldn't you?
Wait, Porphyro's specialty is phone sex?
Only if you're a dirty old man.
He talks as though he hasn't racked up more hours on the Miracle Line than he ever logged in flight time.
Damn, that's rough. The phone hogger you mentioned, what's his deal?
Just another foreign money, man. City's been full of them lately.
Stuck up little shit. Strolled in one evening, couple of nights back, picked up the phone and hasn't let go of it since.
Interesting. Ugh. That was a growl, not an attempt to speak. He could be making the same noise if he could talk. Why is he bothering you why does it bother you that he's talking on the phone?
We all want our turn, sugar.
Okay.
He's here every damn day. Stays on the line for hours. Doesn't care one bit if anyone else has had a turn or not. Only shuffles off once the sun sets.
Oh, sound like you're just jealous of his stamina. And you're just letting him? Yes.
What are we going to do? Fight him?
It's 3-on-1, yeah.
Even if somebody pummeled him half to death, he'd feel nothing. He's an empty suit.
Oh.
Not even the decency to be sad.
Okay. That may have been It may have been the technofascist that destroyed his homeland, but it's the entrepreneurial types that his disdain is really reserved for.
Let him rot in him wealth.
Sure.
He's not rich, Lava. He just works for rich people. Ignore them, Marcia. They have no idea how money works.
Who does he work for then?
Who cares, sugar? No one in a suit ever did any real work.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on. Foreign money men in this city? MTER, obviously.
You think he works for MTER? Where there's money, the bloody hands of transnational capital is never far. All right, enough about the phone hogger.
Believe me, we've all had enough of the phone hugger.
Have you guys seen a new guy hanging around the phone lately? Suit, glasses, thinning hair.
Can't say anyone like that struck me, but a lot of people use the phone line. The only reason why we really notice the hugger is because he refuses to leave.
I would say ask the Duchess herself.
The
but
Duchess.
She doesn't talk about clients with other clients. She's professional like that.
I see. He knows because he tried. He would have been too visible foreigner too, dressed like a Superblock official.
From the superblock, eh?
Yes, yes.
Interesting. But no.
Damn.
Pseudopod. It's as though he had been as much of a non-person when he was alive as he is now.
You guys are old. You know a doctor?
Sure do, sweetheart. The good Dr. Hugo's on his houseboat right there.
He points to the path behind him along the water's edge.
Reassuring to know that no matter how hot and heavy it gets, we're only 10 feet away from resuscitation.
Wonderful. Got some question about you or the Miracle Line.
Please, sugar. We can't deal with any more competition.
What's
The
the
money man has us down to quickies.
Quickies? What's the miracle?
It's always connected, that's what. No dialing, no choice to call anyone else. You pick up that phone over there, done. She's there.
Ah.
Duchess.
Wait, how's that possible?
Coin got stuck in there sideways. Devil knows when. Phone call's been going on ever since.
One big session, sugar. At least 5 years long and half the city wide. Duchess versus the world.
The filthy communality is what they get off. Why doesn't anyone remove the coin?
Not too many people around here will be happy about that, I imagine. What I can tell you is this. When the rest of the Renotel payphones went wireless, that one stayed the same. Take from that what you will.
How does this Duchess make a living then? Yeah, if you
Why
know.
does everything have to be about money these days?
What else could she be getting out of it? Yeah, what?
The pleasure of our company.
Sure. A shudder passes through you. For sheer pleasure of his company.
If it is about money, it's not in any way that concerns us. Line's been free for as long as anyone can remember.
They act like the issue of money is secondary to the existence of the Miracle Line. It's not. This is the issue itself. Seen this before?
Will you look at that?
What is it?
Now where did a sweet thing like you pick that up?
Found down the street.
Nice piece of memorabilia.
What is it?
To answer your question, you used to see a few of these floating around, but not for years.
What is it, though?
Figure it was from before that phone was permanently hooked up.
You're all very open about having phone sex around each other.
I got nothing to hide. Can't speak for Pigeon though.
Pigeon rolls his eyes and feigns indifference. It's fine. I have my own phone things going on. What sick twisted shit are you into? Don't be mean. It's fine. I have my own things.
You want to tell us, don't you? Come on, what's your thing?
Oh. Controller's razor edge voice comes to you. Cold light from an infinitely distant star. She gives me orders. Sometimes she punishes me.
Submissive, eh?
I am.
Come on, sweet lips. How does she punish you? Give me the details.
Sometimes she puts me in the freezer.
Oh, that's good. Like a big slab of bloody meat. I like that. I might use that.
No, don't. What kind of sick twisted shit are you into?
I used to ask for some kinky stuff, but it's not like that anymore. Duchess and I are friends now.
Oh, good. You can believe him or not, but the other pilots do, and they're eating their hearts out. She's not a friend, man. She's part of the act. How does that work?
Talk to a person for long enough. It's inevitable you end up becoming close.
You know what?
Provided,
Fair.
of course, you don't spend all that time asking her to make animal noises.
Oh. Toying with him like a cat with his prey. Now he breaks off another leg and watches the thing limp.
In fact, regarding Duchess, I have a favor I need someone to do for me. You don't think you could help me out, do you?
What is it, dying man?
I bought a gift for Duchess's kids some time ago, but I haven't been able to drag myself all the way up there.
Okay. Eyes widen, the other men regard him like some kind of god.
Can you give it to her for me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Marcia. Honestly, I'm just sad I can't take it myself.
It better not be a dildo.
Wait a minute. Here,
Oh, thank you.
tell them. Grandpa Sam sent it.
Wait.
Remember that.
Wait, Grandpa Sam?
Ah, it's just an inside joke we have going. A pet name, if you will.
All right. Final proof that he was not bluffing about her address. It was too much for the poor pious to bear.
Right. You know the housing campaign?
Yes.
Northwest from Party Alley. She's got a houseboat in the canal up there. Should be one of the only ones in the area.
Roger, houseboats in the housing campaign.
Thank you, Marcia. We'll be here.
I wish people called me Herschel. Plastic seems to almost hum in your hand. You turn it over and see 1-6 stamp on the hard bottom. It seems to be a novelty cup, merchandise from the Lucian propaganda cartoon that the kids were watching at the bazaar, 66 Wolves. The heavily applied paint gives off a petroleum smell that sticks to the back of your mouth. Oh, the kids said that these were rare. Maybe I should start collecting them. It's the sole purpose for their existence. There's 66 of them. Don't ask how many cups. Ooh, does this have any overlap with my main task? None of the matter. This is purely a side matter to be taken up at your discretion. Having a number of the side thing to achieve, and you can help with your overall psychological balance. Small pips of easy pleasure. Do remember to log your time. How do I go about obtaining more of these cups? That's part of fun. You can't simply walk into a store and buy them. You have to encounter them out in the world. I need all 6. I can't let the culture leave me behind. This sounds like a symptom of terminal capitalist psychosis. It well may be. With the set of these cups, the opera semioticians could discover much of the nature of his psychosis. This is strictly for cultural research. Nothing I'm into it or anything. How many cups are out there? 66 in total, however. They're pretty off, sticking to the 6 wolves that are part of the current redemption arc. The boy said they were rare, and the ones that'll mark you as hardcore collector. I want a hardcore collector. All right, 1 down, 5 to go. Nice. Okay, see you around, captains.
Until next time, sugar.
Thank you. Thank you, Slava. Trousers. You took the trousers. Why did you do that? But why not? Manufactured in 76 before the ill-fated launch of 77. Popular for less than a year before consigned to their fate of only ever being wore ironically. What's the stats? Entanglement -1? Sure. I mean, I look good. I still look good. I still look great. Do I? I'm glad that this is a longer game than I thought. Ping Science reads genuine and call now. Oh, this is the back part. Oh. No one is pulling the trolley out for the canal. That's the one for the future archaeologists. That sucks. For them. Oh, that's the phone guy. These fabrics are meant to be breathed with...
Unwise to
Oh
peasants.
my.
A lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek.
Dear, dear.
It practically clings to it, like a shipwreck survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
You need to get off that phone, dear.
I don't know how much time we have.
Oh,
You have to help me fill it in.
oh. Oh, dear. You, Whatever the person on the other line, end of the line has to say to that, it makes the man's eyes squeeze shut and his mouth slacken in guttural groan. I can't possibly perform under these conditions. You have to make me. So this is a mentioned phone hogger the pilots mentioned. The gap, I'm not worthy to even approach it on hands and knees. My little heart wouldn't be able to take it. Oh, God. So this is what the miracle looks like firsthand. God. Stop. Why did you voice... What are we dealing with here? Nice. Perversion. Develop world variety. But what sort?
Please. I need to feel like my position's in jeopardy.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Weak soul driven only by the need to please its betters. Small man hiding himself in what appears to be an expensive suit. Consider his suit. Old de Coulanges, Super 130. Looks more expensive than it feels. Menswear make no sense to me. Sure. I should upgrade my professional wardrobe. Man wedges his index finger between his tight collar and neck. His swollen neck is well lubricated by hot sweat and instantly turns cold as it steeps into the fabric of his wind-whipped collar. Consider his body. Lanky, malnourished, his physical form is an object of abuse and neglect in equal measures. No match for us. What was he neglected? His muscle and heart evident by his poor posture and shallow breathing. Consider his soul. What comes to mind is a handkerchief buffeted in the night wind, eternally in the retreat from itself. Emmy flees from the post-historical dustbin. Where do these people come from? From the most expensive private universities in the world, they churn them out by the barrel. The old pilots were correct. This man works for MTER.
Tell me you'll report me to human capital if I displease our counterparties.
Oh dear. Now if you could just get his attention.
Uh-oh. I think I forgot someone's title.
I'm looking for a colleague who may have been using his phone as an import agent, working in socks.
She thinks I work with the mouth breathers in the trade office. In this suit? Unbelievable. Yes, I saw your colleague, hanging utterly deflated from this very payphone. It was despicable.
When did you see him?
Gah, as though I bothered to make a mental note. It was 2 days ago, evening time.
Delayed how?
Like the wretched of the earth. Abandoned to shoulder a massive, indescribable burden all by himself. I could hardly look at him.
Oh dear. Young man turns back to you without another word. If you want to use the phone, you'll get him to dislodge him first. Hey, are you going to be here much longer? Too deep in his own world.
Oh my god. You can't do that to me. But you really, really should.
Oh dear. Prisoner of his own desires. Bubble just waiting to be first. Tapping on the shoulder. A jolt and a sharp glance with the young man pulls his shoulder away. A deliberate brush off. This rocket is close to liftoff. No room for a co-pilot in that command console.
You know so much, and I so little. The power differential is grotesque. Highly problematic. Don't change it.
This man can't surely be employed, surely. Like it or not, this is indeed one of those men allowed to decide what happens in the world.
I'm your faithful dog. I know nothing. I question less.
Damn. For his service at the payphone, he's paid nothing, and yet he remains #1 employee of the month every month. Hey, I'm right here. He swirls around with eyes ablaze with indignation.
This is a private phone call. Please excuse yourself.
No. No.
I saw her talking to the old pilots earlier. They must have sent her to listen in.
Damn.
Do I want her to watch? Oh, maybe, in theory, but you should see the way she's dressed.
What?
Her coat, it's see-through like a grocery bag.
Hey, this thing is meant to be see-through.
I asked you politely once. Now kindly wait your fucking turn.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Blood rushing boils, fist clenched.
Tell me that kind of language is unacceptable. It's the influence of the gap. I hardly recognize myself anymore.
Sure, why not? You can do it. You, Herschel! You approach wrong, unbalanced. The man easily deflects you with a flurry of uncoordinated arm gestures.
Help!
I need to use that phone.
Oh, you'd like to make a call? Good for you.
I'm...
Learn some fucking manners.
Herschel! Why did you fuck up? Hatred, contempt. But also attention. He won't brush you off easily now.
Nothing, nothing. I just ably defeated one of the local lumpen. Nothing compared to the mysterious Gap.
What the fuck?
I've got to go. I'll call you again when it's safe.
That's the man gently. That's the handset back in the cradle and sings up to the night. Now's your chance to see what this miracle line is all about. Hell yeah! Look around you.
You can talk privately, as long as you keep your voice down.
Examine the payphone.
The box is scrubbed of the usual flyers and graffiti, leaving streaks of adhesive and permanent marker behind. The coin slot has been aggressively papered over.
Keystone. Inspect the cord.
Stretched too many times. Coils slacken near the base, but someone's wound a rubber band to keep them tight.
Look at the side panels.
Something catches your eye. Beneath the grime, the metal surface ripples like something's trapped underneath.
What is it? Gentle curves swaying through the grime, odd shape for corrosion. Scratch at the filth.
Grime flakes off in grey petals as your nail catches on a ridge. A shape emerges. Arched, leaping. A dolphin in mid-jump.
Ah,
The engraving's shallow. Eroded by years of neglect, but legible. 1F7G35-94X12. A serial number.
a retinal identifier. Can I use it somehow?
Maybe. In any case, you have this now. It's better than not having it.
I see. You need to cross-reference the number. Retinal must have key maintenance terminals hidden away. Keep an eye out. This payphone's been around for a while.
Cracked receiver and yellowed plastic. At least a decade, you assume. A faded sticker draws your attention. An advertisement for a local ferry schedule.
Oh,
The year, 82.
go around and pick up the phone.
You lift the receiver to your ear. No dial.
Hello, you.
Oh,
What's your pleasure?
now there's a voice I've never heard before. Hello, darling. I like how you sound. That was not what she said. A soft, excited laughter, a folded in each word, like sugar melting the warm. I like how you sound too.
Well, a little mess never hurt anyone.
That's not what she said, but okay. Oh, then I can tell that this is going to be good. Lovers call me Duchess. This is the miracle line. Miracle line. The card and pseudopause is a phone sex line. I'm glad you called. I feel I've been waiting for you. Maybe you have. Who knows? Motivates of fingers are strings. I like to know what motivates you, darling. Who are you? I told you I'm Duchess. That's a name, not an answer. My name is the answer to whatever your heart desires. Let's fall in love. Yes, yes, sniffer taster. I like her too. Inhale deeply. You ever had a vanilla cake? Think of those soft, sweet. She does know how to do phone sex. Soft sneezes in your mouth, the melting sponge, and adding a little candy citrus. Can you taste me? Uh-oh. Not my delirium's going up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, but you could definitely catch a whiff of the last guy's teeth. Hello, Giacomo. Hi. Welcome. Welcome back. How are you? You came in at a little awkward time. I'm having a possible phone sex with a lady on a night. Oh God, people come in the awkward times, the dirtiest. There's no limit here. Nothing you can't do. Your wild, strange, or worst imagination. Oh God. Quite good. I just got back from a thermal bath. Oh, I'm glad that you're having a nice time. Tell me who you really are. Contemplator. My thinker, my thoughtful lover. I can't read this. Oh my God, this is gonna make me. Oh God, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Run your hand over me, explore every contour, find every secret of my body. I'll just be your guide. The machine of sleaze, but she changes character as quickly as a master opera in theater. Impressive. Should I make her my asset? No. Maybe. No. Maybe. Maybe. In other worlds, perhaps another assignment, but not this one. So there, darling, I'm right here waiting. The new sock guy call you recently?
I don't discuss my clients with other clients, love. I hope you understand.
That's not what she said. A sock importer? Is he a friend of yours? An enemy? Do you want to hear about him bugging me? No. Do you want to hear about how he kept his socks on the whole time? Your card was in his pocket. That's why I'm calling. I've never played Zero Parades. How is it? It's pretty good. It is the demo. It is a demo. It's for so it's a demo right now, so it's not complete, and there's a lot of stuff that like voice work that's probably need to be redone. But if you played Disco Elysium, it is of the same vein. It is from the same studio. It is not with the same people. And there's a lot of controversy around Suyo-zam, but I still wanted to play this game. But yes, so this is, I don't know when it's going to be released. I believe it will be released sometime in 2026. So that has been the release date time frame, but I have no idea. I may play the whole thing. I played the whole Disco on stream. And maybe I'll choose something different when this game comes out. I feel like I should. I do like this game so far. It's very fun. You're a spy. You're a spy named Herschel. And she wakes up and she finds her partner comatose. And it is very, very weird. And now we were supposed to head back because our assignments is done. But Herschel is not a good, not a great spy, and this is her re-debut back. Was outcast, and now she's trying to figure out what's going on. What's her assignment? And figure out what happened to her comatose double or partner. So hopefully it's good. This isn't roleplay. I can't discuss my other lovers. Please don't be disappointed with me. You always answer this line? I have to be away sometimes, but that's a dream. It is very interesting. It's very, I think it's really, really cool. It's a CRPG. And I really did love Disco a lot, and so I wanted to play this one a lot. I would highly recommend it. If you want to play a really, really good game, I would recommend Disco Elysium. I love Disco Elysium so much. And I played it last year, and great game, amazing game, really fun. I've always tried. I have to be away sometimes, but I try to make that less frequent now that I know it might be you on the other side. How much do you get paid? That's true. But don't worry. But don't you worry about me, sweetheart. I'm looked after just fine. Get her to tell you about Pseudopod, please. Come on. Yes! I just checked, and they haven't announced a full release yet, since they want to wait for feedback from the demo. Yeah, I think there's some things that I worked on. Dialogue isn't matching what's said. Obviously it's not fully voice acted yet. So that's something I don't need to criticize because that's just stuff. This is like a demo, a beta. So hopefully it's not. I will the Disco Elysium is fully voice acted. It's wonderful. It goes on sale very, very often. One of my favorite games since I played. But yes, it is not out yet. I hope it's out soon. I don't think there's any other big games I'm looking forward to 2026. At least not that I remember on the top of my head. But who knows? It may be pushed back. Who knows? That's just games nowadays. She's too good at her job. Assuming whatever you tell her is a fantasy and she slips slimly into her role. You need something like a universal safe word to bring her back into it. He seemed afraid, like someone was planning to hurt him. Hurt him, love? A long pause stretched between you. Did something happen? Yes, something very bad happened to him. Oh, this isn't a fetish, right? I'm sorry. Sock importer, yes, he did call. Told me his work partner let him down. I didn't let him down! But he didn't seem afraid. Kept rambling on about jail somewhere in town too, close to Warlock. Wait, rambling? Was he drunk? No, only stress. What jail? No idea. I asked him if he had to do something with the sock trade. He laughed. He thanked me for the call and he hung up not long after. Man, this sex worker really did tell me. I also want to see what she looks like. She's very pretty. I'm sorry to hear about him. He sounded sweet. Maybe you could find him something more pleasant to talk about now? Did the sock importer mention a red disc? No, maybe. Mentioned music. He said he was excited to go home and listen to music. He said he was learning about culture. Learning about what culture? Your guess is as good as mine, baby. Did he say anything? Say where he got it? Just from someone he knew all about culture. He said that it was going to change his life. Thanks. So I can live out my fantasy on this line. Herschel.
Shouldn't you be investigating what happened to the sock importer? Never mind, hon. I'm listening.
No, we can't. Not now. The only future games I'm really invested in is Blood of Dawnwalker and Divinity. Oh yeah! Divinity! I don't think Divinity's gonna be released out this year. I'll be honest. I don't think Divinity's gonna be out this year. But if you do like CRPGs, this game is great. Disco Elysium is great. If you like CRPGs, those are great. This is too. Yeah, I don't think Divinity's gonna be out this year. I'm pretty sure they're probably ramping up for a beta, and they're gonna do a nice 5-year long beta, which is fine. Honestly, they should. I think they should. Yeah, I know, but I really want some new info. You gotta be patient. We gotta be patient with those types of things. We gotta be really, really patient. I went to the Game Awards this year and I saw Sven. Like, I was so close to Sven. But I did get to see the statue. Really, really close up. It was so cool. So cool. I was really excited. When I saw Divinity come out, I was like, wow, that's so cool. That was intense. Honestly, the trailer was so intense. Never mind. Don't ask your sis. Thanks for the chat. Line's always open. I'll miss you. But yes, I don't think it's. I think it's Primo eavesdropping spot. I did not eavesdrop, unfortunately. I couldn't afford tickets. I was there for work. And I was really happy. A hanging sign. Dr. Hugh is unavailable for a few days. Apologies. Oh, this is where the doctor is. I believe, like, near day of, my friend also wanted to go with me. Not in the same seats, but, like, close by. They said that tickets were, like, $130, I believe. $130. Which isn't too bad. I mean, it's more expensive for, an award show, but it's not that bad. Not that bad. The painted face judges you silently from the concrete surface. Mine now. Yoink. Alcohol. A clutter of torn blister packs for a Gorm Slick card game. Duchess, I need to actually, like, get you. Like, give you a gift. How do I get here? Wait. Herschel. There's stuff here. Herschel. Beer? Oh, it's coffee. It's coffee. Wait, can I press tab? Pick up the pace. Oh. 8. Loading platform ahead. The boatman. Before I do that, I want to check this. Herschel, you think... Yeah, but I also have to buy plane tickets, and applying for an American visa is quite difficult at the moment. Is it really? Is it... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. It is. Don't listen to me. It is very difficult to apply for a visa. I forgot what my administration has done. I apologize. I'm like, is it? Yes, you are very much correct. It is.
A film
Sucks.
of water, grease, and rust.
And
gives the
plane tickets are
machine
expensive.
Scaled quality, like a sea creature risen and tamed. The beast reads, Porto Engenharia at its foot.
It's okay. LA is also very expensive. The area, because I go to that area quite often. I go to where it used to be called all the Peacock Theaters. I know. Is it called the Peacock Theaters anymore? No. Is it called the Peacock Theater? It is. Yes. Yeah, I had one. I had to get one for work, and it took me 7 weeks to get a visa for 3 days. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, America
Designed
really
and built in
be
Portofino,
not
back when the city still
not
had the
visa friendly right
industrial
now.
capacity to manufacture on a
sucks.
scale by itself.
That sucks so bad. That's man, America. If any consolidation, it is very expensive. Like just to be in that area, and honestly, it's fine to just watch from abroad. It's just America's expensive. You're a good crane.
Cold, rough, unfeeling.
Look for more like it.
You scan up and down the docks for machinery, but find none.
None.
This must be the last of its species.
It's not. What happened to your
A
friends?
gust of wind turns the crane's hook toward the dock workers. It looks like an accusation.
Yeah, don't worry.
Moonlight over the water when they came. The sound of hammers and drills deep into the night. Just like the old days.
Just like the old
But
days.
when the sun rose, the crane found itself alone. Its comrades
Yeah, but it's probably how
slain
cheap
for
the food-
scrap.
But I was surprised how cheap the food is in the US. It depends where you are. In that areas, food's expensive. If you go to outwards of LA. Okay, actually, there are. I'm trying to define it. In that area specifically, because it's more for tourists and also events, it's expensive. The more outwards you go outside of that area, the more cheaper it is, and you can find pretty good food. Actually, I would argue one of my favorite foods are all in Southern California. It's really nice and it's really good. My favorite burger place is here. That sounds so American, but I'm like, oh, dude. Sometimes going from Asia, I like trying different American food in Asia or anywhere whenever I travel, and mostly it's been in Asia. I was just like, I want to try American food, and I'm always like, it's okay. I come back here, I'm like, wow, so good. Well, it's expensive. Did the dockworkers sell the other cranes?
Water drips from its hook, the color of rust.
They did. I'm sorry, crane.
Seabirds squabble overhead.
Oh man. Now I want taco. I sort of just want taco. That seems so yummy. What does it say? No retractable ladder, fence or lock pad. The city's industrial skeleton is open for you. That's good. We were in San Jose and it was quite cheap compared to Japan or Norway. Yeah. San Jose. Man, I feel like no one goes to San Jose. When I'm San Jose. Because you're not there yet at San Francisco, I guess, or Sacramento, because you're still up in North California. I'm just like, oh, San Jose, yeah, honestly, I feel like San Jose is a little bit boring, but you know what? It's better than there. Like I said, I was there for work. Oh, very fair. San Jose is so
The man gives no
I'm like, wow.
indication of registering your presence as you approach.
The fact that you
His
said San Jose, I'm like,
mirrored
oh my
sunglasses are
goodness.
turned upwards.
A few of my cousins are in San Jose as well. The man, he looks cool. He's aware that you're here. How do you follow his gaze? He has sunglasses. Industrial skyline between the bone white and the moonlight. Highly would recommend, if you have time, go to San Francisco. It's more expensive, but they have great Chinese food. I love the Chinese food up there. If you come to Southern California, try any Mexican food. The Mexican food here, amazing. San Diego, even better. Just go to San Diego. I love San Diego. I would live. If I had the choice, I would live in San Diego. Sunglasses at night. You're not as cool as I led you to believe. So cool. It's so cool. Aw, no voice. I could get Chinese the next time I'm in China. That is fair. That's fair. But there's something. I like Chinese food when in different places. I'm going to England probably in June, and they have like an interesting like combination of Chinese food, like how they adapt, like how the culture adapted to like the English palate. And I'm very excited to try it. They have, you know, curry with their chicken. And I'm like, oh, I think it's this interesting. And they have fries with curry, which is, I don't know if it's Chinese. I don't think I know Chinese food that has fries and curry, but it's interesting. I want to try it. And Chinese here, it's very dependent on the culture. Thanks, I'm light sensitive. Moons get strong in this latitude. No one is sensitive to the moonlight. He just thinks he looks cool. Help you with something? Yeah. His jacket seems patched up over many times, storied. You wonder briefly how old it is. A colleague might have came through the bazaar recently. I think you two talked. A colleague. Go on. Professional, brown suits, glasses, late 20s and early 50s? Yeah. There's a lot of coming and going in the bazaar. I don't get paid to keep track of it. These in performance. I think it's called Fusion Kitchen or something like that. I love fusion food though. Oh my god. We have a French Vietnamese fusion. Oh, so good. So good. Peruvian Vietnamese fusion. Also so good. It tastes amazing. We have a Korean Mexican truck that comes by in LA sometimes, if I could find it, because it moves around. It tastes so good. Dude, I'm just getting hungry. I am already sort of hungry. I was like, I'm getting hungry. Petri said you're quite well acquainted. Did he? Well, all right. The twitchy communist. Now I have him.
I'll have a talk with the vendors later today. A firm one.
Oh dear. Yeah, your colleague was here. As you can see, he isn't now. What did you and my colleague talk about? Socks mostly. Not really my province. He was here to broker some kind of trade deal with the bazaar. Dang it. Now, stop circling each other. Commit. No, he wasn't. Then he must be a spy with the operate bureau. Like you. Shit! Just nod. I used to be. Now I'm just trying to make up for it. Allegedly, we're both spies. My regards to your source. I prefer state-sponsored criminal. I'm not even really here. I'm just currently on a long-haul flight back to the superblock. That sounds dramatic. He's just someone I work with. Just nod. Yeah, just nod. Just nod. We don't have any Vietnamese restaurant in Austria, so I'm not even sure if I ever had Vietnamese food. You can... Where would Vietnamese food? I've heard there's a good population of Vietnamese people in both Germany and France, though those are, you know, out of the country. You know, so I don't know if there's Vietnamese people in Austria. There's bound to be, you know, people move around. There's bound to be somewhere, you know. I like it. I personally like it. It's a lot of noodles, a lot of soup, a lot of rice, a lot of pork. Surprisingly, a lot of pork. A lot of pork. So, but I think it's really yummy. I love Vietnamese food. Vietnamese food. I just have a bias because I am Vietnamese. The cultures near my area are Vietnamese and Korean, which is two of the best. I argue two of the best combos out there, and I can have them near me. I'm just like, oh, what's that? What type of food is in Austria? Like, what is the meat? Like, what are the famous cuisines that Austria is known for? Anyways, your colleague seems understanding, respectful, but I couldn't help him. Why? Why can't you help him? Here's the end of the line. The pseudopod terminus. He bounced off this man and landed somewhere to oblivion. Did you give him this? No. What's on it? Damn it. Not me.
He's genuinely perplexed.
You but from a dream, whatever that means. I just checked and the next Vietnamese restaurant is 2 hours away. Ah, that sucks! Oh, God. Petre said it was ultraviolet disc, but a rare one. The Lusian pop thing. If you're ever 2 hours away in that place, maybe give it a shot. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. Seems ads around. I'm unallured, but you could fill half of those are filled with her music. Colored discs and high-tech formats, not really my province either. He was all right when he was talking to you with it mentally. Very much so. Probably too with it. Shaky hands, blotchy neck. But you did all right. Polite rounds of applause for the support act. I need to know what my partner wanted. Why was he here? Well, mostly are schnitzels, but if you want a traditional Austrian food, eat... Hold on, let me write that down, because I am very curious. I mean, if I'm going on a European trip, why not catch a flight to Austria, you know? Where's my pen? Oh, I found my pen. What is it called? Right? Oh, God. Don't knock my pronunciation. Grenadier Marsh? Marsh? Ooh. I always like trying food. Trying food everywhere is, is the fun part. I love eating food. That's not what brings people together. I've tried I tried like stingray in Korea. It was interesting. I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is very, not my favorite. However, it's great. Oh gosh, words I cannot pronounce. Tri-Royal Goise? Ooh, this is I want to try a schnitzel as well. If you want to eat Kaiser Charmon. I don't know if I pronounced any of those correctly. I did my best though. Like, how sweet is sweet? Like, Korea makes... surprisingly, Korea and Japan makes things sweeter than America. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, overtly sweet. I didn't realize I was eating such sweet food. And that's coming from an American. An American took... Oh, God. And who's the boss man? Temple de Sur. Your cerebral spinal fluid turns liquid refrigerant. Oh! Temple de Sur. Mid-tier deity in the local underworld and once your asset. Krypton taxman. Also someone you call a friend. Your pronunciation is better than some of my friends, so don't worry. Oh, thank goodness. That's... I am not super familiar with, like, with my pronunciation anywhere in Europe. I am so scared. I am a little scared to go to Europe because I don't want to see, like, obviously I'm a foreigner and obviously I'm a tourist, but obviously I'm American. I mean, I could pass for something else. I mean, technically I'm Asian, so technically I could pass for an Asian. But I think my biggest fear, and this is a fear that I have for any country, is that I go to a country and I am even one form of slightly disrespectful, and I get so scared. I'm like, oh my goodness, what if I mess up? Especially in language, I do try to learn at least, like, the bare minimum, so I can get by. Like, how are you, or hello, and goodbye, please and thank yous. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. That's a big one. I apologize a lot, so I'm sorry for for a lot. He asked for Temple by name. Oh my God, I remember I was in Japan, and I can speak Japanese, at least, honestly, as long as you don't act disrespectful or aggressive, people don't really mind. That's wonderful. That's amazingly wonderful. It's still, I think I bear too much of, like, the guilt of my own country and be like, oh, fuck, I'm stupid American, stupid American. I don't want to be a burden to some. But I remember I was in Japan, and I do speak Japanese enough to understand and read, enough to listen to the local news. I can listen to it. Some words may find it, but context clues help. And oh God, I was on the train with my friend, and I was in a more non-tourist town, a very non-tourist town, like 3 hours away from the main towns, and oh my God, there was this guy. The train was crowded, and he saw me get next to him because there was no seats, and I didn't want to take a seat, and the only seats that were available were for like the elderly, and I didn't want to take it. And so I stood next to him, and the train like swayed, and I sort of like not hit it. You know, like when the train sways, you like bump into the next shoulder. Like obviously not my own fault. And he was like I'm like, "Tatsukure," you know, like that. And I'm like, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me." I don't know. Japan has turned a little bit. It's not anti-foreign. I'm not gonna call it anti-foreigner. I think that's rude, but I think there are some preconceptions of like some foreigners. I'm just like, yeah, I get that. I got that a lot. Yeah, and I'm just like, come on, man. It was like an older gentleman too. The younger people, or like the middle-aged people, they're very nice. Older ladies are very, very nice too. They're genuinely super, super sweet, and they would help me a lot, and I really like them. And you know, they're very, very sweet. The tongue click. I'm just like, dude, I didn't do that thing. Hello, streamer. Hello. How are you? Hello. I Brickcraft animations. And I'm just like, dang. But I love traveling. I think I want to do obviously I want to do the Europe trip. That would be really, really fun. I do want to go to South America. But a few of my friends like, hey, don't go right now. Don't go right now. Wait a little bit before going to South America right now. There's not the best not the most stable. But I'm just like, yeah, there's plenty of people who go right now and they're fine. I do want to go to Brazil. I think Brazil would be very, very fun. I think that would be great. Oh, I have a lot of anthropologists in Brazil as well that I do know. But I do want to go to a Mexico trip. Which is very sad because it's right next to the border and I have not gone yet. That's the keyword, yet. But yes, by name, your colleague was very keen on speaking to the boss, but I had to turn him away. Where can I find Tempo? Boss man is in the bazaar. He's everywhere you look. You know a stone wall when you smacked off one, he's waiting for you to put something together. Haven't been to Brazil, but it's my sister was, and she said it was an amazing trip. Exactly! I think Brazil's so cool. I want to go. How expensive is travel nowadays? I was getting to US-China trip soon. Possibly more expensive, depending. US to China, their visa is very hard to get. US to China's visa is hard, or unless you're going to another country to the US to China, to probably like 2,000 if you get economy. If you're on the right day, up to 5,000 in this economy on the wrong day. It really depends, honestly. Travel to the US from the US to anywhere else, expensive. Also, getting the visa, expensive. I wonder if I can get my Chinese visa. Possibly not. I know they would deny visas for a lot of small things, so I'm not fully sure. I want to go. I last time I've been to China was when I was a kid. My visa obviously expired, so now I have to go get another one. I need to go get a visa to Vietnam too. Ugh, I have to get so many visas this year. Well, I don't need it technically for China, but yeah. Where did my partner go after you turned him away? He came back. He had to turn him away 4 times. After that, I lost track of him. But he didn't exactly walk off with a purpose. As the sun smears across the rooftop, it's nighttime, it's 3 a.m. He sits there for a long time, considering the tangle of alleyways that surround him. Did he threaten you? Did he cry? Did he threaten you? No, he didn't actually actively threaten me, nor did I find him threatening. You call Tempo boss man. He runs the bazaar? Yeah, the whole kingdom. A boss. From a day player bootlegger to directing a full production in 5 years. Quite an ascent for an exposed asset. That is a big one. Tempo has many critical grade contacts in Lelou's, probably how he dodged the fallout after the network blow. Why are the visas so hard to get anyways? I've grown up in very Chinese areas in the US and speak Chinese, so maybe that would make it easier. That's a very complex question. I don't know if I'm fully qualified. If you do a Europe trip and have enough time, try hiking to a mountain hut and eat Frisian soup. Wow, Frisian soup. Rick, it's complex. Visas are complex. It has to, I don't know if I'm fully qualified to talk about it. More of like, I don't want to give you the wrong information. But visas very much have to do with a lot of like social political politics out there. And we are not the most, at least in America, we are not the most friendly with China, both economically and politically. However, there are attempts for like discussions and peace. Like they give us, if you don't know, there's a thing called panda democracy where China will lend, it's a loan. They will lend us a panda to take care as a sign of friendship, as a sign of goodwill. And I have seen actually three of our pandas. I saw one in Washington D.C. and I saw one in San Diego, which I was so excited for. I will say, pandas so cute. I love pandas so much, so much. And if you live more in Chinese communities, visa has always been an annoying task, no matter what the country. Exactly, and it's very geopolitical. There, for the U.S., we have a large network of countries that we don't need a visa for. Japan is one. I believe you don't need a visa for Taiwan. I'm pretty sure, not super sure. Don't quote me on the Taiwan one. A lot of places in Europe and the EU, because they are our political allies in general. I believe Singapore, you don't need one. Yeah, they're essentially our political allies. And the closer you are with the U.S. as a large powerhouse, the easier it is to move across those countries because you're not considered a threat. We are not in a good standing in geopolitical terms with China, so China isn't going to let us in easily. Thus, it's hard to get a visa. Those who are Chinese are a little bit more, I guess. Well, if they're immigrants, they will still most likely have a Chinese citizenship. It's weird. Chinese citizenship is weird. I believe you can't have two. You can't have dual citizenship in China, for China and the U.S. Obviously with some exceptions with an asterisk. So it's hard. It's really, really hard. It's really hard to explain how visas are, work. I will say China's just, they can refuse whoever they want. But most of the time it's just like the waiting process, which is sucky. And giving paperwork. Here's a sign. Oh God. Likely ban Evaser. Thank you, SiriBot. When SiriBot didn't go fast enough. Thank you, SiriBot. But yeah, that's sort of. I hope that answers your question. Oh boy! Oh my God, DJ, how are you? I'm so sorry, DJ. DJ, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I thought I was ready. Well, I didn't know that about the panda lending. That was really cool. I don't think about that geopolitics would have that much impact, though. It's interesting. Yeah, a lot of very woke takes. If you're here, I'm very woke, I guess. If that's what you want to call me, progressive, I guess. But I'm also slightly qualified. I do have a master's degree in cultural studies, in cultural and political studies / anthropology, and I did focus on a lot of politics, and now I do digital anthropology. Anyways, besides that, I have some backing to make some claims. Not all claims, obviously. There, a lot of the world is very political, though we don't want to see it. Like how, if you drive, you might have noticed, hey, our gas prices is rising. Maybe because our war in Israel. Not Israel. We're not on war with Israel. We're unfortunately allies with Israel. But like Iran, we have a big like Iranian population in the United States. Or if a lot of them would call themselves Persia. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of conflict, and there's a lot of small things in the world that we don't have insight on just because we think that they're small, but they are, in the larger schemes, have to do with how we are superpowers. Superpowers goes crazy when you take note how resources spike on certain conflicts. Exactly. That's Japan's also very. Also, I learned very, very recent. This is very, very recent. Japan is going to get affected a lot because of what's the name? The Strait. Essentially, it's like the port where oil leaves from. They take most of their oil from Iran, so they're getting horribly effed in the booty hole. And China, we just have a very complex relationship with too. You technically, if you want to bypass, if you're American and you just want to bypass the visa system, go to Hong Kong. Go to Hong Kong. You don't need a visa to go to Hong Kong. Technically, you don't need a visa. Is that may change in a while just due to how Hong Kong may get, hi, see, no blood. Again, we're not playing. We're talking about politics. If you want to go from the U.S. as an American citizen to China, go to Hong Kong. You do not need a visa to go to Hong Kong, which is, I learned from my friend who may be going to China. I thought it was different just because of the past 3-4 years. Hong Kong and China have not been on a, what's the word I like to call? Not on a friendly terms. Just because Hong Kong was its own like city-state, sort of with a lot of connections to the UK, and now China really wants to take it back, as per the country. And a lot of Hong Kong citizens did not like that. I'm really, how do I say, simplifying the situation. It's complex. It's complex. Very, very complex. Citizens don't really like it. A lot of citizens of Hong Kong believe that Hong Kong is an independent nation of itself, and they are separate from China, even though they're like ethnically Chinese. Very, very, again, very, very, this is simplifying it very, very, very much. And because of that, China and Hong Kong have been having riots and protests against each other. We're talking about visas. We were talking about visas, and then we went into geopolitics of how applying a visa is a very political thing, and our relations to other countries has affected that. As per normal. And then, have we found our things in here? No. At this point, China has effectively taken control of Hong Kong slightly. Yes, exactly. And that's why I was really surprised that technically you still don't need a visa for Hong Kong. That's the end. Unfortunately, the end story is that Hong Kong was effectively taken over by China, which is very, very sad. That's the whole Taiwan situation not long ago. Taiwan is this whole different situation. Oh my God. Taiwan is this whole different situation. And now there's a lot of complexities, there's a lot of like identities, there's so much to Taiwan itself. Like Hong Kong is its own situation. And you have Taiwan of itself as a state, as a nation, as its independent form. Oh my God, it's crazy. At least for my trip, it would be planned a few years in the future, maybe post-Trump, our relationship with China will overuse-proof. Yeah, Taiwan's a big topic. Yeah, hopefully. But to be fair, we've gone through multiple precedents where we just haven't gone with China. They need Hong Kong to have a free port to keep their imports and exports going. I think that's why the visa still lacks like that. Oh, interesting. But yes, Taiwan is, oh God. We're at that weird point of history right now that I don't know where Hong Kong is either going to stand or go, because oh my god, I would. Okay, like I took a hiatus, a break, a vacation last year in November. Well, Japan has their new PM. Oh god, I have problems with Japan. I am not of the country. I cannot fully, assert with my whole heart and make horrible, criticism. Being realistic, I think the relationship will stay poor, especially with the AI Cold War that's occurring. Tariffs and everything also has hurt our relationship with China. And then we backed out and then we put them back. It's weird. I'm keeping up with my own current politics. It's like, oh, something happened. Yeah, when I was in Japan, the dear Japanese Prime Minister did make a comment saying that they would defend Taiwan, which in a statement, as a new PM, isn't really the best thing. Isn't really the best thing in the world while you're on vacation. And I can at least understand Japanese, as I said, I can understand Japanese enough. And so I was there, and I was every morning a lot more worried about global Taiwan conflict and the worsening China-Japan conflict. I'm also worried because I think we did also say that we would defend Taiwan, but I don't fully know. I don't know how, people feel. I know every country has its problems. Every country has its problem, and the people are not, responsible for its country's problems. But sometimes, as an American, it's very scary to find out policy changes through social media. I don't think I need to be learning about my own my own company's policies through Truth Social. It's terrifying sometimes. Genuinely, it's very funny. But anyways, besides the point, don't fret too much. There are things that are very out of our control. You can raise awareness where you are for issues where you can. I will say No King's Day is on March 28th. It is a nationwide protest. I will be going to my own local protest. I sort of want to go to the one in LA, but I don't want to deal with traffic, so I may most likely stay in the one local by. But promises are easy when push comes to shove. Historically, a lot of promises of aid were not properly worth the paper they were written in. So who knows? Yeah, who the fuck knows? But worrying about grander scheme issues that unfortunately that you cannot fully influence or, change is very hard. Honestly, the entire geopolitics is really terrifying. Yes, I think I've said this before. The best way to make good change is not to get overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. Don't get overwhelmed with these things. I think I've said this many times before, and I'll always repeat it. There's plenty of good people in the world, and you shouldn't. The people in the world, and how do I say this? Most of the world, I believe, is good. I refuse to trifle on the belief that the world is a bad place. And you traveling somewhere or you going somewhere and learning about people is the best way, I believe, or just getting to know people around the world is the best way to gain better understanding. And I don't know, there's hope. There's plenty of hope. And you'll always see hope. Always have hope in your heart, no matter what. And that's all you need. All you need. I think we have learned, there's so much learned helplessness in the world. As long as you keep having hope, everything's good. That's all you need. Having revolution is being in a revolution is the worst thing. I don't need to be politically unstable. Unfortunately, this will, even though our say is politically unstable, as long as you're here and you're all good, that's all that matters, and everyone's happy. Yeah, but the problem is the fact that there's way too many angry people in charge of this world. Very much so. Very much so. That's not just an American thing. That's a global thing. That's a very global thing. One day we'll get class conscious, guys. One day. Huzzah! Oh my god. One day we'll all realize we'll have a global class conscious, but that's hard. But also we have like we're in this weird age of information that prioritizes purity. I don't know. Maybe it's just American. Maybe it's just America. I'm going to assume it's America. I'm not going to make generalizations, larger generalizations about the world. Americans are very, very big into purity, like purity content, or like you have to be morally righteous in every way, which is not really a great thing. I think it's very conservative in a lot of views. There's very cheesy wisdom prayer, being able to accept the things you can't change and have the strength to change the things you can. Most importantly, the wisdom to distinguish the two. Last part is far the hardest part, and most people are probably struggling with. Yeah, it's very real. It's a shame that class consciousness is now bipartisan. I agree. We should at least have hope. At least have hope. You know, people are always kind. People are kind. But at least, again, going back, because poor ADHD brain, at least America, at least what I've seen, and especially on the left, which I am part of, if we want to, you know, divide us up, we have this weird sensation of wanting to be always correctly, be always morally correctly. And we've divided us a lot, which pushes people away, which is, the purity and partisanship is getting worse in the rest of the world too, but Cleveland and saying in the U.S. far worse than the U.S. Yeah. And when you try to make discussion, I think it's, I'm not going to call it a literacy problem, but I am going to call it a literacy problem. There's a lot of things that we call out within our own selves that, not like basic, like, oh, you did a crime, obviously you're bad. It's like, if you do not accept this everything, then you're not part of the movement, and which just push people away. And I don't know if it's classism. I don't know if it's like misunderstanding. I don't know if it's, we are in this weird state of like purity culture. And I get really frustrated because a lot of our, you know, we're trying to be united. You know, we can't change things if we aren't united in any form, which I think that's why a lot of our right-leaning movements have gone better. But now there's some dysfunction there, but I'm not into that. I don't have that much record, and I can't really say we have, if we ourselves are splintered, we cannot be together. And that's really hard. That's really hard because, you know, I struggle with it too. You know, I have been called a soft lefty, not commie enough. I have not been progressive enough. And it sucks. You know, the way I think of it is try to be a kind person, not a good person. I definitely think this mindset has helped me. It definitely can. But yeah, I think, you know, I guess I am what we like to call politically active, like outside of my streaming stuff. Ooh, anime girl, wee! You know, and within the VTuber community itself, I don't believe it. I think it's just a loud minority. I truly do hope. But you have like the grifters, because I'm on Twitter, because I like art. That's how I find my artists. Go my artist. I just posted one from an artist I really, really like. But anyways, it's really hard to see the community that you love. Oh, like anime and the VTubing community, both semi-adjacent, to fall into this weird nerd gatekeepy culture. Because I really, you know, we want to. I want to share the love that I love. Being pushed into more extremes politically, regardless of direction, is always really wary of. I don't think I've heard an example of history where that's ended up being a good idea. You don't, and it sucks. I do have a everything is political. Let's say that. Man, Twitter has fallen so far. Yeah, and it's also bad on Blue Sky. The both systems are very bad. I do prefer Blue Sky because it leans more to I do, but even I see like some weird shit. It's hard to see the communities that you really, really love, who you came into, who were accepting and kind and loving, and pushed forward a, I guess, more progressive narrative, like more female like leads, people who want stronger female. You know, as a woman of color, I will give you my percent. A woman of color who loves anime, who goes to anime conventions, who interacts with the community, who has hosted panels before. Very bad panels, I will say. They were very bad. Like Omegaverse bad. who you know, who's interacted with these communities. It's very sad to see that the community that showed you so much love and kindness and acceptance doesn't love you the same way. And I think that's really hard to accept. And it's the same thing, like, you know, when I grew up and became more actively political. It sucks a lot. And it can isolate you. But I think for me, you know, I'm very me. And I try to think more hopeful of it. And I genuinely love, you know, my community still. I love the community. There's things that that can be criticized. But it's just sort of hard to see a little bit. It's same in gaming. I'm also a gamer. I work in the game industry too. And you know, it's more. I guess it's a little bit more male centric. Okay, it's not. It's 50-50 technically in our last reports. I mean this as a genuine question, but why did you use a white-skinned VTuber as a woman of color? Because I'm Asian. But there's complex answers of this. This is very complex. This is very, very, very complex. When I first started thinking about being a VTuber, I did not know what I wanted to be at first, and so I gave them a idea, and then you know, I was also I was on Twitter, of course. This is pre-VTuber stuff, and I just saw a lot of racism. I just saw a lot of racism in it, and I think this goes with a lot of other people like POC VTubers as well. Is that they've been called a lot of things that I really didn't want to be called. Like I have been called the N-word before because I am like a little bit, I guess a little bit of a darker Asian, because I'm Southeast Asian, and I don't think I want that. I wanted to avoid all that. It was really scary. Like it is, I guess like internal racism, I guess is what we want to call it. I had to deal with the idea of like, do I want to bring that into the community space that I wanted to build? And I decided, no, I did not. I did not want to bring that into my space because I want to feel safe. Because you guys make me feel safe. I like feeling safe. And as I started streaming for now, you know, people are coming in, or like, you know, like obviously not a lot of people, but it's people that I recognize, like you guys. You guys have, I enjoy your company a lot. I sort of thought, you know, like fuck it. Honestly, social media is quite fucked up in general at the moment. There's so much racism, rage, and clickbait everywhere. Everyone tries to be next Mr. Beast, and generally I miss the times where I could just watch a YouTube video where the YouTuber is playing a game just for the fun of the game. Exactly. And it's hard. It was hard for me to conceptualize. I didn't want to be, you know, called those things. I grew up in a time of like YouTubers not doing face reveals. I also grew up with my favorite, like, people of color, like gaming YouTubers being called the N-word. And I decided, for the protection of myself, to have a more white-ish model. And I spoke about it on stream multiple times this year. I have now, or I'm accumulating funds to have a more, what's it called? A different model, a new model. And it's on the back of my mind. I'm flip-flopping. I'm like, do I really want to invest? Because I'm like, obviously I'm not making money off of this. I'm not making money off of VTubing. I have my own job. I have a job outside of this. But I want it for myself, you know. And I don't know. I am thinking more of having my normal skin color. Also, by the way, the rocking the boat sort of making me seasick on my screen. I am thinking about it. Like, I have thought about it. Oh, also another thing. I had a a darker skin OC. Like I have a OC that I have for like my TTRPG games, and when I gave it to artists, I have had artists tell me we don't do darker skin characters. I have actually had artists tell me no, like just plain out, we don't do that, and it would make them either like really pale or not, and it sucks. Like what the, you know, like. So, like, one of my big fears is that I'm not going to get art anymore. I love art. I love commissioning artists. Like, on my region, I spent so much money. You don't want to know how much money I spent. But it sucks. It sucks so much when I to get told, no, we don't do this because of the skin color. But yeah. that is sort of the long, my long thought process. Am I still thinking about it? Yes, I'm still thinking about it. Maybe at the end of the year, I will make a final decision of like, hey, we're going to do a new model. I will actually, you know, if you guys are around, we can have a small vote on like which artists, because I have a few set of artists that I want to commission. Which artists should we do? I think it would be fun. I'll even show you some designs as well that I have commissioned. Everything's still, you know, conceptual, like concept wise, but yes. Thank you for coming my TED Talk. Why is every like game, like disco-esque game I have come to, I get more political. That's where people come, and that's like it's funny. I don't know. I play these games and I just like blah, 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 politics, blah, 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 anger, blah, 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 blah. I'm not like Hassan. This really turned into a chatting stream. It is a chatting stream. It ends up becoming a chatting stream. We've been on this thing for multiple minutes. I don't even remember what was the conversation. We're meeting a mob boss. Teenage girl 16 probably still on bootlegger. I see some type of protege. But yes, that's the long story of me. To be fair, politics is a big topic that relates so much, so it makes sense. It is, but you know, I don't want to one day become like one of those weird VTubers that are very aggressive about it. Like I'm not fully aggressive. Most small streamers have their streams turned into a chatting stream from what I've seen. It's fun. I love chatting streams. I think I'm very boring though. I told myself I was going to play Pokepedia yesterday, and then you know what I decided to do? I decided to read Mistborn, and I stopped reading Mistborn, and then I read 10 parts of Tender is the Flesh, because I've never read those books. Tender is the Flesh, I like it. I like it a lot. It's weird. Human cannibalism is weird. I have a really interesting like take to human cannibalism, just because it's just fascinating to me. As also I just got into it because Mr. Jeffrey Epstein was or at least his party was accused of cannibalism, and I'm just like, specifically ritualistic cannibalism, you know. I have to admit, as much as it sucks, I feel a little vindicated because that's the whole identity politics that have led to genuine artists being too scared to make mistakes and their careers being ended by an online mob. I know, but you know, it's not even like it's so hard because I don't have like, I guess textured hair, but not like hard textured haired. This is exactly what I predicted 15 years ago. Dang. I like my hair, like my model's hair, besides the length because I cut it a lot. Besides the length because I cut my hair, is just general wavy hair, which I like. I got a few friends interested in cannibalism. I don't know how to feel about it. I think cannibalism is an interesting topic. I think cannibalism is also a very interesting topic altogether. Ritualistic cannibalism isn't really. I mean, it is a recorded thing. There are places with ritualistic cannibalism. However, most of the times with cannibalism, it's not ritualistic. It's survival based, and it's very, very weird. I think smaller instances of cannibalism is also very, very interesting because it's a mindset. I don't know how I feel about those because those aren't really studied, and usually the person is dead because they killed someone or is in jail. I think cannibalism is just generally interesting. I want to say a little cannibalism is there in humanity. For me personally, You're one of the more interesting streamers I watch. I quite enjoy the chatting parts of the stream as well. I'm glad people come. Man, when I played disco, people came in and they were like watching me crash out on like every other political topic. I'm always just here, just going at it. Cannibalism is not really a big thing. I think it's just because why is my chat taking so long to load? I think it's just my stream. I have both a Twitch chat and then the multi chat. I don't know what is always coming through. Sometimes it happens. I don't know if it's a server issue end or is it my end. I will try to get to the bottom of it though. But man got in the way of rallying people out, friends, allies, losing underworld context. I love. But cannibalism happens. We just have to say it. People saying it's unnatural, maybe. I can't fully say it's unnatural. We have instances of, animals eating their own kind before. So I don't believe it's unnatural. I do believe, though, it is dangerous. Not mostly the brain part, because we have instances of, cows eating other cows' brains and having prions leading to mad cow disease, which has, affected people before. And that's scary. Humans eating other humans are very, very scary. Not pretty sure it's my side. I think my network is about to die. It's okay. My network dies. You'd be surprised, guys. I have fiber internet, and it disconnects all the time. The fact that it doesn't disconnect now, it's just crazy. I think humans are just biologically inclined to hate cannibalism due to it usually causing a lot of biological contaminations and extras. As long as you don't eat the brain, it's actually pretty okay. It's like very, very okay. And maybe some bile stuff. You probably don't want to eat your liver. Liver in general, just because it processes the bile and your gallbladder, you probably don't want to eat that stuff. In the other chatter, I got 20 seconds delay too. I think that's a YouTube thing. YouTube to Twitch, it's very made the bottom his way to the bottom. Why couldn't Pseudopod get past this man? Because he's weird. But cannibalism is this. I have a few books about cannibalism. I will be honest. I have not finished them, and I did study cannibalism for a while. There's a lot of animals that practice cannibalism, especially fish. Yeah, exactly. Though, does it cause issues? Sometimes. Sometimes it causes issues. But I think, I don't know if it's like a biological thing. Maybe it is. But we have to. Okay, there was a cool in the Museum of Us. There is a I will recommend that so much. The whole contamination is probably only really caused because we don't have done it so long as a species. Other animals can do it behind wild problem. I don't think there's a problem that evolution couldn't take care of over time. We just have to continue. Evolution takes a long time, guys. That's a long time process. But what was I going to say? We have to define what we consider as cannibalism. Main issue is with cannibalism is getting the meat, I reckon. Yes. But do we consider eating, we eat our placenta. Like women do eat their placentas after birthing the baby, obviously. We consider that cannibalism, that's self-cannibalism. Things coming out of a human, breast milk, was that considered cannibalism? Like, where do we draw the line of cannibalism, Is it bad? Is it good? Is it a cultural thing that we have not explored because, eating another human would be considered taboo in most cultures? I don't know. It's a thing that we haven't studied enough because we usually don't get that far. We have studied a culture that does ritualistic cannibalism. As I look at my bookshelf, I'm like, what book is it? Eating the deads. So who knows? Wait, why are women eating placentas? Women eat placentas because it is shown to have benefit support after you birth your baby. Like it gives back nutrients back in your body because giving birth to a baby obviously is very, 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 very labor and nutrition intensive. You may be giving a life, another baby a life. Breast milk is specialized blood. I think so. It kind of is closer to cannibalism than you would like to think. Exactly. So we have to think what is considered cannibalism within our species, and I think people divide it into safe cannibalism, which is your placenta, which is leaving your body. You know, also most people take it in pills. They get the placenta. I think they do something with it. They clean it up and all that stuff. They don't actually like conk the placenta. Yeah, hypernutritious because its literal purpose is to feed the baby over a long time. Exactly. It like they get the placenta. I think they like make it into pills. I think that's like the most preferred way to do it. They don't eat the placenta raw because that's gross. Also, it came out of your thingy. Yeah, but isn't cannibalism about eating flesh and organs? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Cannibalism is just eating what the same species, and we don't have a full definition of it, because we just have to define what is considered cannibalism. Giving birth sounds absolutely crazy. I'm very glad I'm AMAB. Do the same. But yeah, it's very assigned male at birth. I was like AMAB. What is that? Assigned male at birth. But you can consider, drinking someone's blood is a form of cannibalism. That's a big taboo, like the Dracula stuff, or vampire stuff. Or you can also think about it as things coming out of us, and that's a weird thing. It's like, oh, but when you get to that conceptualization, you start thinking like, what is acceptable? Is it acceptable? Who knows? I'm not fully sure. That's a cultural thing that you get to explore yourself. But I wouldn't delve too much into it. It sort of brings out some weird questions that you are like, is this okay or not? It's sort of the same as like, where do we draw the line of like what animal is okay to eat? My unpopular opinion, drinking blood sounds like an STD nightmare. It most likely is. It very much is. I feel like cannibalism is most problematic not because of eating it, but because of the butchering. That too. That is also true. But if you include blood, wouldn't a blood transfusion be also cannibalism? Possibly. Again, how do we define these things? We don't know how we define them. We have to draw some lines. Like what animals safe for consumption? A lot of people draw the line around like chicken, rabbits, snakes. Even some people don't even say snakes. Any flesh thing is free game. I'm also okay if someone does eat me. Honestly, I think I would be okay with it. If my logic is if I am accepting that any meat is free game, I am also free game. If I die by cannibalism, I think I'll be okay with it. Defining literally anything is super difficult. Exactly. We have to. It's complex. It's weird. It's wild, which I do love as a question. What do we consider is cannibalism? What are we considering is okay? Those are very big cultural questions because technically nothing is stopping us besides the law. Some stuff like pufferfish is kind of flesh, but still unsafe. You can make it safe technically, and if we think about it, if we cut up the human head, technically, mostly, it's safe. I don't think you would want to eat, a private part, though. I mean, it's, is... Now, hold on. Before I say this, gotta behave. All of you have to behave. Is swallowing sperm cannibalism? I think it would be. If we do that, if we say, digestive tract, cannibalism has to go through that. Technically, if you are, getting head and swallow sperm, that's because of cannibalism. That's coming out of you. It's coming out of you. Now that's an educational question. Twitch, don't ban me. Please. Oh, we all thought it. We just didn't write it. We all thought it. I've actually heard the private parts is a very common cannibalism, especially because it's less essential than a lot of other parts. We have castrated men. Eunuchs were a thing. Eunuchs have been a thing. Also, why is my room hot? My room is very, very hot. I think it's like 80 degrees outside. I couldn't see how we get past this, man. Is kissing and getting into other person's germs cannibalism? Who knows? These are very important questions. Yeah, especially in the ancient China and Japan. Exactly. We gotta ask these questions. What's stopping us? I don't know. Not me. I'm not gonna eat a human. Obviously, you saying that if this is a thing, you're like, you can accept this as a thing, doesn't mean that you have to do it. No one has to do it. Yeah. People have also criticized me for that. People were like, oh, you believe this thing? And I'm like, yeah. Will you do it? No. Because I can understand it in a cultural context, and I don't need to partake because that's my own moral code. Your morality is of you. Do not let culture define your morality. Well, culture always defines our morality, but don't let culture fully define your morality. In asterisk, big asterisk, asterisk big. Please take that in some sense. Do not break the law. Do not break the law. Do not murder a man. Oh man, that reminds me of a guy who consented to be cannibalized. That was interesting. That was very, very interesting. Have I fully read on the case? No, but I think that's also very interesting. You can, is it okay to cannibalize a person if they give consent? Who knows? Who knows? I love it. He's gonna make you say it out loud. Your name is Thunder, Downpour at Home Turfs. You have a return. Not really that important. I think it is. Herschel. Got another one? Yes. Of course you do. A true name. Cascade. Is it possible to tell if he's looking at you or at the half-light? Hey, half-light. Depends on the situation, especially in survival situations, law and ethics get less and less relevant. Exactly. Civilization is binding us to regulate ourselves. But laws are made by the oppressive party to rule and police what we do. Again, with an asterisk. I'm not anarchist. I will let everyone know I'm not an anarchist. How can we all even determine conformed consent at all? What if the dude ended up not getting cannibalized and was grateful for it later? Yeah. I would treat consenting to cannibalism as a severe self-harm, which is generally try to stop that entry. Also true. Then it goes, we talk about bodily autonomy. How can we, what's the consent can we give? Medical consent too. I went down this huge path with a few of my doctor friends about how do they feel about consent, people consenting to die. I forget what it's called medically term, proper terminology. And then, do we let that? What is it? In the Netherlands? Some country, they do have death pods, and I thought that was crazy. Again, I totally believe in. I agree. Hey, if they have suicidal ideations, you should get help and all that. And then we go to that question, with asterisks. With asterisks, bodily autonomy. Where do we draw the line? It's crazy. Ethics and philosophy goes crazy, man. It racks my brain, but if I think about it too much, I get a headache, which is good. I really want to live till I'm 100 years old just to see how many questions that have been answered. They do have death pods in the U.S. It's called the police. Oh, wow. Death pod startup was in the Netherlands, but I don't think it ever went into productions. I don't know the English word, but in German, it's started life. Supported dying. Oh, yes. This game actually clears esocentric ebb. Okay. I've been playing esocentric ebb. Talk about that also has a Disney youth in Asia epidemic. Interesting. Esocentric ebb, I really liked it. I played off stream. I'm playing the game. No one spoiled it for me. Pasta. Hey Pasta. No one spoiled it for me. I do think Esocentric Ebb is a very, very cute game. It is obviously very inspired by Disco Elysium and a lot of CRPGs. I think it's very cute and it does a lot of things. I think it's a little bit, I think the writing is good. I will say that. I think that I enjoy the writing in Esoteric Ebb. I'm wording this very carefully because I don't want it to be misconstrued. I do think it's a little bit more blunt with a lot of things, but I think that's the point. Esoteric Ebb is very much of a comedy, and I like it a lot. for it. There's different writings. Different writings say different things, and I think that's where the writing goes. And depending on what you want, I think two different games should be viewed as two different topics. I think this writing I really do like. I think it's very witty. I think it's very smart. I do think it's a little bit more different than Disco's, but I do like the writing so far. It is the demo. We skipped past because all you guys came post phone sex. What was deleted? Oh, another band guy. You guys came post phone sex. We will not be doing the phone sex scenes here. I am not reading that. Whenever it gets fully published and it's fully voiced, she can read it. I am not reading phone sex on stream. I am but a fair maiden. You can't do that to me. You guys can't do that to me. Youth in Asia epidemic. What is a youth in Asia epidemic? But yes, that's my small review about both games. I do love them both. They are both different things in both different categories, and it's very nice. It's very good. I'm gonna head out now. It's 45 for me. And I'll just talk about eating other people. Made me tired. Good night, everyone. Good night, Giacomo. You guys should all be sleeping. All of you. Some of you are from Europe. My Europeans. You should be sleeping in bed. My Asians, you should. It's morning for you. You could stay. My Americans, you could stay as well, because I know what time it is. Oh God, I don't know if Euthanasia was allowed to stay on the YouTube. That's what I meant. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, Euthanasia is. Youth in Asia. Oh, fucking Europeans don't like this guy. ED. You're European. Can you shout out North Africans too? I feel like North African, you are also. I should really go. Gotta get over to Milo for this point. Yes, North Africa, you are there too. Love you, North Africa. I never had someone from North Africa before. This is new. This is very, very new. Hello. Hello from the United States. PDT. Go sleep, guys. Go sleep. You guys could come in. You guys could watch the VOD. Just go to bed. All of you. Hello from Egypt. Oh my God. I had many professors who were Egyptologists. I'm going to hear myself 7 hours later. Algeria, Morocco, Egypt. Except they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me anything. Cascade Stats frozen. I was frozen. In Protectrium. Opera issues. Directive. Dispatch led opera in Superfolio. Pseudopod, right. Pseudopod active in theater. Met with taxman. Retrieve message. I want to go to Egypt so much. I have a lot of professors that did their work in Egypt. One of them was on the History Channel, which is funny. And they studied. I also want to go see the new museum. The museum seems beautiful. I really, really want to go see it. I want to specifically go. I obviously want to go to Cairo, but I do want to go see out of Egypt as well. And get my hair. I sort of want to get my hair bleached there. I heard the hairstylist there, apparently very, very good. Very, very good. So if I failed to meet with the taxman, request Cascade from Opera. T requested me. I love my Europeans here. I love everyone outside of here. For our Americans, we wish you well. We love you. Don't hate our government. Hate our government. The museum is great. I know. I love the multiculturalism. It's great. Andrew Stage right. Check on woke. Of course. If I didn't, it would be worried. I worry. You guys, you know what? My YouTube actually is not woke. My YouTube is actually more right-leaning, and it's a little bit scary, and I get worried. And so I have to make sure that I keep getting more woke, so I can make sure that they don't come to my stream. Wait, what now? It is. Because some of the followers are public, and I'm curious. Countries with horrible governments usually have good citizens, like North Korea. Yeah, exactly. And so I checked my YouTube chat, or not chat, my My YouTube tab is fine. My YouTube tab is usually really, really good. But my YouTube subscribers, because of the videos I posted, because I'm, it's more gamer stuff. It's very gamer, very out of context clips of me. It's actually very right leaning, and it's very like slightly concerning. It concerns myself a little bit. I'll tell you, I'm more right leaning, but more so was considered right leaning in a few days ago. Yeah, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But it's like more of like the scary right leaning. And it's like, oh shoot, R.I.P. man. I get worried that I'm gonna attract the wrong crowd. I wouldn't be too worried. Shouldn't you be in bed? Shouldn't you be in bed? Unhinged. But yes, Nazi bar, the Nazi bar thing, big Nazi bar. I have to make sure that I keep the people that I don't want people to be like, what happened to her? I'm like, oh no, crazy. Was she crazy? No. Those are fine. I think the thing is so disgusting. White supremacist thing has thing for obedient Asian girls. Yeah. Oh God, God. It's weird. It's a little bit weird. I am in bed. Good, you're in bed. I'm on the Asian girl thing is really. I've only met a few people, thankfully, about that. Yeah, VTubers attract the wrong audience in many ways. It's sad, but it's okay. Here I am to see, or maybe how I don't. The Weeping Eye comes heavy. Isn't the Weeping Eye the techno-fascists? I think they are. I think it's just the audience. I think it's just in this weird stage of like, people call it the Nerd Reich. I like that terminology. Honestly, the Nerd Reich is very, very interesting. There's a lot of more right-leaning or like, sorry, Bricks. Like sort of more extreme people are invading a lot of like nerd spaces just because it's sad. Well, French Assembly made 1 minute of silence for the white nation killed by communists. I won't say he deserved it or not. But kind of like this guy doesn't deserve respect. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, it's been invading some spaces, which it's sort of sad because I find like the community accepting. So I recently got into Warhammer, very recently. I don't know anything. Beyond right audience, has there any issues with Gunnar fellows? Yes. Oh my god. As long as you can create, you can curate the lifetime product. Yeah, it's really, really, really fine. Got into Warhammer, Magic the Gathering. Very, Wizards, TTRPG stuff on my off time. One day maybe I'll do a Magic stream. I'm very newbie. And obviously I do D&D and stuff. And some people have invaded those spaces. Also, Gooners. Oh my god. Like, I have many of like random DMs of people not in my like who doesn't come into my chat, like you guys come into my chat and that's fine, and I'm very, very honest. I'm like, hey, don't do this. Like, for one thing, I am slightly I'm like on the realm of asexuality. I can't feel nothing. I don't feel anything. And the other form is like, hey, I'm not interested, But people think that's a way to invite themselves to me. Like, yes, I'm your friend. I'm also your entertainer. I am here for you, only for you, all for you. But it's not like, hey, listen, we don't know, you're not my chat. You're not my chat, and people think that I am readily available for them, and it's a little bit weird because VTubing is associated with Asia, white pure women. So anime community comes and they don't tolerate a lot of woke people who are not skinny women or black people. Yeah, it's very weird. One day, at the end of the year, I promise, I think maybe we'll get a new model. I've been thinking about how I wanted to rebrand. I was also thinking about changing name. I don't know. Maybe I should change my name too. I feel like it, but I like my name. I like Eerie. I like Eerie a lot. And I was like, should I change it? I'm like thinking, nah, maybe. yeah, the whole parasocial thing, I think it's just normal. Like, even for non-asexual, what kind of streamer is getting aroused by Twitch chat messages? Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Maybe I've been in a lot of fandoms before, like before this, you know, before the anime, before all that stuff, and I never felt super parasocial. Like I've been into K-pop. Like I've now not into K-pop because my favorite group is gone. R.I.P. G-Friend, my favorite group. And I never understood being super into them, like being more than a fan. They take the challenge of turning you right. Same with peeps try to fix the lesbian fucking dumb. They don't think women can be platonic and stuff like. I'm parasocial to eggs. You want egghead? You really want egghead? Oh my god. And so it's sort of weird. I don't know. I think it's just a weird thing that we've all sort of developed. Like it's a little bit of a newer thing. No, it's not a newer thing. I think that people like having closeness. I think there's a lot of loneliness out there. We don't connect with people a lot. And I argue a lot that it's because we lack a lot of third spaces. Third spaces, for those who don't really know, because it's very much a weird sociology term. You can't tell. I have a degree. Sociological term. It's where, like, for people to meet, you know, we are stuck a lot on our phones, which is fair, you know, very, very fair. Our phones give us safety, but we don't really talk to people the same way that we did before, which is really sad. There's not a lot of places to meet. Places are far, people are far, and it sucks because we, as humans, we are a social species. We need human connection. And so I think it's when people don't realize that we are entertainer fans, you know, they call each other friends and we say we care about you a lot, which I do. You know, I care about everyone in my chat a lot. I love my chat. I love that you guys come regardless how late it is. I enjoy every time I come streaming. You guys are like my favorite part, and I get to talk to you guys. But I speaking of loneliness evidence, I literally had all 3 of my plans this weekend got canceled due to annoying parents. I think parental control is a big problem for the youngins too. Yeah, that's also very fair. I also live with my parents, but that's because I'm a caretaker. I'm a caretaker to my mama. Kind of strange with entertainment like streams, because if it's inherently asymmetric and indulging in the impressions of a real social relationship is dangerous, but at the same time, as a streamer, you want to encourage this type. The same time, it's a weird thing. I don't even know how to really express it. Yeah, it's a weird connection. You get, you know, live feedback from me that I get to read, and when we don't have the human connection, especially during COVID, I think that really hits when you can see the people moved online, and smaller streamers got more attention. It's very, very parasocial, and you get attached to those people, and I don't know if people are ready for that. People don't. It's hard to set boundaries too, you know, because especially if you're making money off of it, when you're making money off of your being close to people, this parasocialness, it's hard to pull back, and it has hurt a lot of people. A lot of like the larger streamers. I don't really fully watch them, but I've heard about the situation. Streaming also leads to the most personal questions for the streamer. Yeah, you get me. What's her name? I saw the discourse on Twitter. Shondo. She is I heard she used to be a e-girlfriend type of streamer. I don't fully know about her. I'm not gonna label her any other way other than she's a VTuber streamer. That I only heard, cannot confirm. She did I just enjoy streaming and your long, interesting stuff from someone with a high degree. I admire you not not in a parasocial thing, thing to strive for, and you're not toxic at all. Love your mom, especially your head. Thank you. I will keep that in mind to keep my egghead. Yeah, I see this so much. Streamers with like 20 average viewers and a single donor that gives like 1K a month. Like, what the hell do you do as a streamer? Yeah, especially if that's your financial, financial backing. Streaming is not what we like to call a stable market. That's why I never assumed that I'll ever do this full time. Like, I enjoy my job. I enjoy doing stream. If I could do it more often, I would. But Shondo, I believe that she's gotten to the point of where she had to pull back the reins, and that's really hard because if it's your livelihood, how do you keep doing that? If your whole income is your personality and how close you are to your fans, that's tough. There's a whole industry, the idol industry for that, and I get worried that people cannot set those boundaries because they're worried. And it's so rough. It's so rough. I my heart does go out to them. Obviously I don't know their situation. I don't know them at all. I only have a few people that I know from like the VTuber stuff. It's God. Imagining one of you guys give me like $1,000. I don't know how I would feel. I think I would refund it. I will be honest. I don't know how I would feel if you guys gave me money. Or like a lot of money, like a bit, sure, a sub, sure, like thank you, of course, like thank you, I appreciate it. You guys spent your money on me, sure, I'll still be here, I'll still be here, but like so much money. One of the YouTubers I watched had a great video on this issue with streaming, helped me understand it better. Exactly, it's scary. I don't think I'll ever understand or I'll ever feel comfortable if someone gave me a bunch of money. I don't think I wouldn't know what to do. I don't want to imagine it. My job gave me money? Oh yeah. I will even ask my job for money. I told my manager because my coworker asked me, Tammy, how do you get a raise? And I told her, it's like, ask every week in your one-on-ones. And my manager came and was like, Kevin, sir, didn't I ask every week for a raise? And he's like, yeah, you did. I'm like, yeah, because it's work. It's work. You should, if you are working, you deserve a raise regardless. I don't care what anyone says. You always all deserve a raise if we're participating in capitalism. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to tempo. Also need missile strike codes. I feel like we're on the cusp of war, which is great. I love war, cusp. I know where he's now, but I can tell you where he was. This is Aves up there in the north. Temple HQ. It's been locked since no one's in. I love these so much. I love the cards. If you knew a viewer was financially stable, does that change how you think about money? No. I don't think so. I don't think that changes anything. I think even if you are financially stable, I think you should give money to something that you personally feel deserves it. Like, not a streamer. Investing in someone is like, it's always like weird. I don't know how to word this correctly. Invest in something that will help the betterment of the world. I'm not helping the world. I am literally a streamer and I'm working for a corporation. Just so you wait, I get my car and salary again. Don't spend money on me. Don't. Save that money for yourself. I want you to enjoy your life. Our lives are short and fleeting. And I want you guys to use that money for you. You are great people and you guys should be able to spend that money on you. And you are super, super important. Like, me spending money on a model is for me. I will be honest. I'm not planning on reaching any sort of fame or anything like that. It is for me. I just wanted something to represent me. And there's a whole theory about that. But like an actual theory that I like avatars expressing who you are. But more AI. You mean my RAM? My RAM? My 64 gigs of RAM? To be honest, I feel like it would benefit most people to just donate 10% of their income to charity. That's a great way to make a difference. You know who also thinks that? Mormons. That's just a joke. No, you should. I totally believe that you should spend like you should be able to spend 10% of your money on something that would help other people. I mean, that's what our tax is supposed to do. You know, that's what we are supposed to do. Our tax is supposed to help the people, but it doesn't. Wait, do you even have a Discord server? I do not. Okay, technically I do. Okay, technically I do have a Discord server, but I post my emails that I get commissions from. You guys haven't seen some of the emails I got commissioned. I use those emails for me. Like, I use them for me. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe. Mormons are pretty chill. Not going. Yeah, they're pretty chill. Some places I've met a few Mormon like communities that are a little bit more stricter than I would like them. You know, that I've seen why my friends left the community. Mormons are interesting though. Mormons are very, very interesting. Don't know if I love John Smith. I will be honest. However, the soda is amazing. I have a Discord. Yes, I have a Discord server just for me. That's all. Who's the only one in it? Me. You know what I use it for? Because I commission emotes, stupid emotes. I'll show them next stream. I'll show you all my emotes I commissioned next stream because I love them a lot. They're so funny. So self-insert email. I get why the furry community commissions stickers for Telegram now. I get it. It scratches an itch because I now have an emote for every reaction I need. And my friend's like, you just use your emotes. And I'm like, yeah, it'd be cool. I understand why you're reluctant to it. I don't know if I'm reluctant. I think I was just like, oh, do I really need one? Like, I just see you guys, you know? We just see each other. I don't know if I'm like reluctant. I don't know. I'll think about it. I keep thinking about it. I'm like, do I really want it? There's a wild spectrum with Mormons. It seems like Sanderson Mormons seems just fine, but there are real horror stories too. I know, right? Dude, I wanted to go. He had a lecture, but it was at the University of Utah's, or not the Mormon, BYU. That's the Mormon University. There. And I was like, damn it. I can't go see a lecture because I'm not Mormon. Oh my God. You see anything about Temple? Tell me. I don't. Wasn't interested to it. Hoping you can make sense of it. Sorry, man, they didn't brief me at all. Well, it's a couple. It was urgent. I need to also see the lady. Sanderson Mormon is great. I have a few Sanderson books, and I'm reading Mistborn. I do like Mistborn. Okay. Actually, no. I'm gonna have my rant. I'm hoping that my coworker, my friend isn't here. Why did I say coworker? I don't know. I like Mistborn as the magic system. World building. I do not, though, like Vin. If you guys know about Mistborn and at least read the first 3 books, I don't like Vin. I think Vin, which is very hot to say, I don't like Vin. Kind of crazy. There hasn't been any new YouTube views all the time. I'm a small streamer. It's okay. You know, it's cool. It's fine. Ew. What do you mean, ew? Put your hair back on. What's wrong with you? Huh? How rude. They said they liked me with me being bald. How could you say that to me? I don't like Vin. Vin is a very weird character to me. I think it's because I read many female, like, written rogues out there. And ow! How dare you? There are female written roads out there, and I don't fully love the girl who is trying to find her own like, what's it called? Femininity. She doesn't like being a woman, and I'm just like I'm reading it. I'm like, girl, you are a woman. Don't make me punch you. It makes me it frustrates me. It's very much like man's first woman writing. It's very interesting because she hates herself a lot. I don't know. I don't like women who hate themselves. I never even thought about that. It's weird. Like I think the meme is, oh, I don't like wearing a dress. Let me put on my trousers. And it just makes me like crash out a little bit. I'm like, girl, it's like, I don't really like. Also, there's not a lot of women in the first Mistborn book, like at all. I think there's only like one. She doesn't talk to them. It's a little bit weird. Mistborn, like, again, I'm coming from a woman who reads fantasy books background. like specifically like women leads. I will say his other books, his like further books, Trust in the Emerald Sea, amazing. I heard the female MC in Skyward was universally liked as a better written teenage woman than most female authors manage, but I can't really just. It's okay. I think this is my own. It's my own personal perspective. I do love Mistborn. I will capsulize that. Mistborn is a very, very well written book. I really, really like it. I think Vin just gets on my fucking nerves as a woman. It's really good. I love Kelsier so much. He's my baby girl. Here where he is, what happened to him? No. Or at least the guess works. Like me? I'm me. When did you last see him? A week or so. Since then, nothing. Do all will be forgiven mean anything? Another Temple's recent phrases. That one's out for you. On The Office, I found him annoying. Really? I love Kelsier so much. He's so... I want him as like my baby girl. How long have you been a woman for? All my life. Too typically brooding idiot. Really? I think he's flamboyant and cute. I was like, Breeze, amazing. Vin, I've been a woman since I was born. I have a lot of needs to be forgiven. That's between you and her boss, man. I'll get to The Office. Woke. Who knew? Maya assigned women at birth. I am but a woman. Look around the barrage. Low sung workhorse with tar patches on both plates. I could see like all the old like what's it called categories into one. Marine 32 early 70s issues, porphyrium manufacturing, built for municipal dredging, but this one's has been heavily modded. 32 are reliable, except for a few bolts disagreeing about their place. Still, the reputation deserves. Your barge the heat? Nah, most ships are named after stars. In Rustam, we named them after lost sailors. That's sad. Carve the name into a prow. The dead will watch the waters for you. That's a very interesting folklore. Long hands carry the hull, white fingers in the brine. What's the name for this prow then? Nothing. It's just a barge. I call it he out of habit. What's your name? I do agree the whole females trying to aspire for more masculine to be a strong woman is a real problem in modern stories across the board. I don't know how to describe it. It's very interesting. Like written in books, I don't know how to describe how I feel. Like, I love more masculine women in general. I also like more feminine women. It's a range. But I think Vin is just written as a... What's the word? Angry she's a woman. I just think I need... She was... Like, angry that she was born a woman. Like, be happy that you were born a woman. I mean, obviously, there's bad stuff that happens to women. But there's, like... In fantasy, maybe... Okay, let me rephrase this. I think I've read too many books where is rough already to have a debuff to women without being a strong woman. There's ways to write strong female characters while being still very feminine. I think at least in anime, Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries. I gotta leave the stream. I probably won't ever be back because I don't frequently watch streams. But I hope your stream endeavors go well. Thank you. I hope it's good. Wait, hold on. I kind of repeat strength in the stereotype, even if it's a woman being more masculine. A YouTube channel I'm subscribed to recently published a 1 hour essay, Strong Women Just Are Toxic Men. It's really good. It discusses issues with a lot more nuance. Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know how to fully describe it. I think I want a woman to still be a woman, both masculine or feminine. There's genuine ways to express yourself of being a woman. And I have seen a lot of women written sort of like a man, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. I wish I had a better analogy. I don't think I have the proper words to describe how I feel about it, other than there's a way to write women that feels more authentic. And I don't know if I enjoy Vin, like the characterization of Vin as much, but I do enjoy the characterization about the troop of the party. I do like. There's another one, RF Kwang. I do like the Poppy Wars. I hated Rin. Very short names. I will get them mixed up. Rin is not a likable character, but Rin feels very much more a woman, or like as a woman. She's a little bit more masculine, but she has that sort of femininity to her. There's like a mixture of both, and I do enjoy that, at least when I'm reading. There's so much nuance in how women are written, and you're like, women can't be put in a single category. That's very true. That's very, very true. Even in games, female characters do not have female characteristic anymore. Milboo's really but strong wide jaw. A lot of them are mostly indistinguished from young men. That is, I know there's like a big nuance about that. I don't know how I fully feel about it. I think having different types of body shapes are very progressive, and I really do like that. I do like seeing attractive women on the screen. I do, and I even do like, what's it called? Herschel. I do like Herschel a lot. And her body type. It's very interesting. I don't know how to fully like feel about that. Let me try. What's your name? First name? Boat. Oh, Boatman. I get it. Can you display a feminine woman without overly sexualizing them? I think you could. Can you display a feminine woman without overtly sexualizing them? I believe you can. Do I know how? No, I think I would have to talk to a more qualified person to discuss those issues. Or I don't think you need Aloy. I think Aloy is a really from the game Horizon Zero Dawn. I think she is a more masculine woman who I still think is very beautiful. I think Cersei in Witcher has more masculine feature and is very beautiful as well. I don't think they're sexualized. I don't think they're overtly sexualized. Who else? I'm going through my list. I should in gaming. I'm trying to think. They're not, but they were not feminine anymore. But I think they're still still characterized as very beautiful women. Any chance you some sweet 66 wolf stash? Are you asking yourself or for the kids? The kids. Right. They've been pestering you all daily. I'm going through my Steam list. No! No! My Steam wasn't logged on to my phone. Because I do need a Steam. Steam. Ugh. Signalis is really good. I think. Signalis has. I forget her name. Shit. Her. Song of Farka as well. I don't know. I don't think there's any way you can describe a woman. Women are women in my eyes. I think it's oh wow. It's very. But I'm also coming in this perspective of a woman myself. So it's very weird to see. And I don't know if I would consider myself hyper feminine, like a hyper femme person. I think I fall in that weird line of someone who is they're like either Bananella or they're essentially boys. Oh man, that's a very interesting conversations. I feel like there's nothing in between. What is it? What is it? Shit. I will come back to this. I have examples. I have a few examples I have played, but I haven't seen them. Or I haven't. I don't remember how to express them or remember them. Why do I under tough to bootlegs? They're hard to bootleg. Cups? All right, man. Move on. Let us go to the boat. But yes, I do think there is. You can still express womanhood, regardless, and that's okay. I think it's a weird conversation that a lot of people have. It's like, oh no, you can't. You have to be hyper femme to express it. But I don't know. I wish I could contribute to the conversation a little bit more, but I don't think I have the right qualification or not the right knowledge enough to engage in discourse that has it, other than like I enjoy all women. I enjoy all women. I really hope that I remove the wig from Herschel or she's gonna look weird. Oh, this is very tall. This is very, very tall. Did the music stop? Can you guys hear the music? Am I? Oh, it's just ambience. Oh. It's just I was like, bottled water meal bars, wipes, supplies for stays. Share your feet. It seems much higher than this angle. I won't push this man off the tower.
man doesn't react or turn as you approach, your feet echoing off the high metal.
Ooh. I would be so
You've come
scared.
a long way. Fortunately, the view just about compensates.
Hearing problem up to the hospice grandma. I'm not that bad. My eyes are bad. You can call me blind though. I have like -8 and -7 in my eyes. I'm really bad. My eyes are bad. One day we'll have the plague gleams without the glasses. What are you doing up here?
I'm being punished. My employer has placed me in an impossible position.
Oh? You recognize the patch soon in his pants. It's the Carreras de Portaferro logo, the oldest transit company in the city.
I'm a safety inspector,
Oh.
watching the lines. As you might have noticed, this pylon is under construction, technically.
Huh. I didn't see any work happening.
Precisely. That's because this line, Line 9, will never be finished.
Interesting. Why? So, if someone were told to grab the Line 9 tram,
Then they would be waiting a very long time.
so they're not happening. A cruel joke, likely. So why would you even post that? What's wrong with the line?
Where to start? This pylon's angle deviated more than expected as the concrete set. Hazardous near water. Shouldn't have skimped on materials.
How for a high-speed train be like that? We're building one to Las Vegas. It's being built, or so I've heard. I don't know the progress of it. We're supposed to have
Then
multiple.
there are the
I'm not
clearance
sure.
issues.
I'm not fully
The
sure.
party alley rooftops are higher than the
I
building
can't be fully
department's
sure.
official records.
Huh. These aerotrams would shear those right off. How is that your problem? You saying your boss would put you here to drive you mad?
Since the last round of enter stabilization, they've been trying to force us lifers out. We can be fired, not easily, but they can take away the work that made us stay in the first place. I have two options. I could falsify my reports and declare Line 9 safe for construction anyway,
Yes.
or I could quit.
No.
Either way, the company can lose.
You seem strangely at peace with all this.
I wasn't always. I thought about throwing myself up this pylon, right where you're standing. I used to fantasize about the GMs dragging my waterlogged corpse from the canal.
Huh.
Fortunately,
That's a little
this
bit-
spot lends itself to reflection. Contemplating my punishment helped me see how to live with it.
I'm glad he seems more at peace. You live with your own. Can I live with my own? You should reflect. I feel like reflection is very important to you, for everyone. I think I'm also being punished. Yeah, Parasus Pilot was built using Neolithic shame shamans. Oh God, I think I'm being punished. Maybe.
Perhaps that's why you are drawn to this great height too. But you know, the view's not mine. Just in case.
You're no fan of M tier?
I'm a structural engineer. I believe in stability. What Emperor has brought isn't that. Their version of stabilization shifts the responsibility of managing entropy from the state to the individual.
Huh. You guys ever feel like it's weird, at least for in the US, nerd, that engineers are very prompted, at least near here. And I also went to an engineering school, so it really hit home for me that they are recruited for a lot of, what's it called? Military agencies. And sometimes I'm like, how do they feel about it? Some of my friends who are engineer adjacent but have worked with these defense companies say they don't like it, and it's because they pay a lot of money. And I'm like, oh. But like
Human existence always
human
carries
surveillance,
entropy with it.
that's always scary.
That's inherent in the system.
Ah,
Social insurance, pensions, fair wages. These are measures against the entropy of living.
ah,
They're also expensive.
they are very expensive. That's why you're getting a lot of contract work now. And you don't need to pay for pensions. Fair wages is a set, and health insurance is a scam. For here, sign the abstraction and a little bit of a rest on the countertop of where his final note is stamped across his font. But that doesn't make the need for them go away. Would you rather live somewhere else? No, I don't. Very clever. One must respect the hustle. It doesn't make them go.
Such is the price for joining the developed world.
Is that a developed world thing? I guess it is. Like a state level, like insured.
There's entropy in all systems.
Well, if it makes sense
No
that
living
they
thing
want their
can avoid
makers,
it
they want people
entirely.
with creativity to come up with novel solutions while also having technical experts to make the ideas work in the real world. Yeah, it always makes me like wonder. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can. I think there's like levels of like tolerance I would have for myself. Like if anyone can do it, I don't know if I could work for a government agency, as I was recruited for one as well. For intelligence. I was supposed to go into intelligence. That scares me. I don't know if I can think to do that. Because I don't know if I can handle it. Also, I don't think they would want me. I don't think I could keep governmental secrets. I would be executed by the government. I would not be any type of asset. I would be a detriment. Seen anything here interesting? Many things, but everyone has their own definition of interesting. What's yours? I'm looking for my friend of mine, Tempo. You seen him? I was hoping you saw someone new pass by here. A man, dark hair, black suit,
A
glasses.
friend of yours?
A colleague.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Quite a formal-looking man, yes? He was here just the other day.
I'm glad this man knows me. Don't mention what you know. Just let him cross-reference information. What was he up to?
He had a conversation with the music vendor over there. It did not seem pleasant.
I feel like you really know. I really feel like you really know who your work is benefiting. Anyways, maybe I'm too cynical. No, I don't think that's cynical. I think that's very, very fair, because usually, unless you are a stakeholder, fancy business terms, you rarely get to know. Uh oh. Guys, the stream. This Is it good? Is it good? Am I still online? It says drop frames. Hold on. I need to get on this. It's over. Oh no. Hold on, let me go Twitch. Twitch? They got her. Twitch. Am I still on live? Go to channel. Oh my god, I'm offline. GG. Hold on. On. Uh-oh. So, am I good? Am I good? Am I live? Am I here? Are we live? We're back. I think. Heck yeah. Oh god. Okay. I'm back. Oh gosh. Anyways, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Something happened, and we died. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned my intelligence agency recruitment. But I'm not even ready. I don't think we are. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to someone's baseline. I am, but a small cog in the system. Whoever, my dear recruitment agent. I don't even think she still has my phone number. But ooh, big oofies. It's so sad. It's so sad. But yes, I'm alive. Huzzah! We should probably end soon so you guys can sleep. Oh God, we're back. I cried. No, you didn't cry. Don't worry, I'm here. It's fine. We survived. Don't know what fully happened. I think my internet crashed and died on me for a second, but it tried to connect and said it connected and it died. And I don't know why. Who knows? First times this happens. Just need to restart OBS. Patrick glares intensely as a young couple thumbs eagerly to shelved disc. Did my colleague speak with anyone else?
I couldn't say. A lot of people come through here.
Sounds so familiar.
I didn't pay particular attention to him.
What did they talk about?
I couldn't really tell.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm looking for a friend of mine. Temple, you know him? Damn it. Temple. So that's his name. I thought it was just what he said. Very satisfying, but I haven't seen him for some time. Where he is? I couldn't say. I'm just above the bazaar, not of it. I just see the people come and go. What have you seen? Natural ties of commerce, boatmen unloading goods, porters delivering pallets, customers browsing. A lot of pleasing symmetries if you have the eye for it. I'm sorry to do this, but before I say, there's one thing.
You see that fire exit over there?
Yes. Some scofflaw has wedged it open with a polio ball. You want me to remove it for you? That's correct. It's just a ball. It's not hurting anything. The short-sightedness, the fire exit is clearly... Oh! He's He's T-posing! The fire exit is clearly marked. Do people really think building codes are optional?
This man's punishment may be of his own making.
Okay, I removed the ball. Oh no, he's T-posed. Oh dear. I should probably report that. Seen anything else that will be interesting? Depends. Oh, anything spooky? This unmoored boat that's been floating around the canal to the exit. What's spooky about that? Asserting dominance over the market. No, he can't. There doesn't seem like to be a driver or anything. Sometimes the wind carries an awful noise from it. Ghost boat, definitely interesting to me. For nothing's amiss aboard. Fortunately, that's rather unlikely. He's worked. Some of the bizarre folk are worried about you being up there. Up here. Up there. Yeah, up here. The crippling seamstress, you mean? Yes. He's been watching. Do you know her? I don't. But I don't see her gesticulating at me often enough. I should probably have flipped him off. Clearly he has some sort of theories in her head. He's not bothered by you bringing this up. Still, I hope you don't take the claim seriously. No harm in testing him. Yeah, I don't think you're a creep. I appreciate it if you set the women's mind at ease. As I said, I'm here because of my work. Let's try it! Yay. Hell yeah.
Some questions.
I wonder if it's going to be a little bit
But the
buggy.
opposite. Quiet the conscious mind and the answer comes naturally.
I'm being punished and I think I know the reason why. I abandoned my friends. Punishment suits
To
me.
be surrounded by those you know
I would
and
like
whom
that.
you've allowed to know you in return.
How's it already 5:30?
What self could
Jesus.
ask for more?
It started at 1.
The pylon man
How did it get
turned
so-
his head
how did I get
ever so slightly.
So late. I let them down. I don't deserve them. Sounds more like self-pity than an objective assessment of the situation. Time for your questions requiring more time and experience than you've committed it thus so far. Not criticism, simply an observation. See you later, perhaps. Oh, there he is. He sat down. He's okay now. Ooh. Nice. Anyways, guys. Dude, it's 5:30. You need to all sleep. Some of you are here from at 12 midnight. You guys need to go to bed. Have a good dentist appointment. See no plat. Have a good, wonderful morning, G-Coaster. And have a wonderful weekday. It's always good to see you. Thank you guys for listening to my multiple hours ranks. Thank you. You guys are always... I love you guys muchos. I love always seeing you. As we see, Mind Palace. What is that? Oh. I'm not going to think about that. Love your streams. Thanks for everything again. Of course. I'll see you guys next weekend. Oh, yeah. I have a ending.